Hey, Joel. Hello. I see you there. You're cute.
Sorry. Naka-mute pala ako. Yeah, doing good.
Hello. How you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, good. I'm great. Good luck sa atin. Nag-mute eh. So, yeah, I was thinking na okay na sana face to face, kaya lang, wala, ganun pa rin.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Philippine Startup Incubator Awards will begin in a few minutes. Once again, the Philippine Startup Incubator Awards will begin in a few minutes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم اجمع شامل المسلمين والكريستيان والأمة في مدينة دباو وسلم دائما مجتمعنا هذا بالسلم والأمن والتقدم في بلدنا هذا آمين يا رب العالمين ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today to praise and worship you and give you thanks for all the things you continue to provide for ourselves and our families. Father, we humbly ask for forgiveness for all the times we have offended you, when we forget to acknowledge your presence in the image of our brothers and sisters, and for moments we fail to be good stewards of the blessings you have given us. Continue to guide and protect each one of us, Lord, that we may always walk in the lights of your everlasting love and mercy. Grant us, Father, with your comfort in times of distress and with your strength in times of weakness. Bestow upon us your unending grace and healing, that we may in turn become instruments of gentleness and compassion to others. We ask all this in the name of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, with the prayer and the intercession of our Blessed Mother. Amen.
Manama, mabantog ka. Warag po ko iling ko'y ko. O Diyos, kahibulungan ka. Busa ikaw lang ang simbahon ko. Busa ikaw lang ang alagaran ko.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the very first Philippine Startup Incubator Awards. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this wonderful Friday afternoon. This event is presented by the Department of Science and Technology and QBO Innovation Hub to recognize our technology business incubators who have been driving the growth and development of startups and their local ecosystems. Today, we are also celebrating the culmination of the TBI 4.0 program, a 2-year initiative by the DOST that has transformed the Philippine startup ecosystem. Lastly, we would like to highlight the extensive efforts and endless support of DOST and QBO in supporting and contributing to nation building through the capacity building of our TBIs across the Philippines. We would also like to give special thanks to our event partner, Team Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Bea Lim, and I will be your host today, and I'm super excited to be sharing this space with all of you this afternoon. Indeed, it's going to be a very exciting afternoon for all of us. It is Incubator Day, and as we find out who will be the finalists and winners for this afternoon's program, who do you guys think is going to win the People's Choice Award or even the overall grand champion? I know we're all excited, and we actually encourage everybody to use the chat box to share with us your thoughts, share with us your predictions, or give special shout outs as well. We want this to be an engaging event, and we want you to connect with all of your colleagues across the screen. We also have a couple of reminders, ladies and gents, before we officially kick off our program. Make sure that you keep your microphones on mute, and you may also opt to keep your videos on if you wish, but it would be advisable actually to turn it off to conserve bandwidth. But later on, during photo opportunities and the like, of course, we'll let you know when you can turn on your microphones. At this point, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our amazing special guests for this afternoon. Today, we have the Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology, the Honorable Fortunato de la Peña. Good afternoon, sir. We also have with us the Undersecretary of the Department of Science and Technology, Ms. Rowena Guevara. We have the Chief of the Research, Information, and Technology Transfer Division, or RITTD, of DOST's Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development, Ms. Russell M. Pili. We have with us Dr. Enrico C. Paringit, the Executive Director of DOST's Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development. Mr. Rene Butch Maley, the President of Ideas Space QBO. And of course, our university presidents, vice presidents, and project leaders. Magandang hapon. Thank you very much for joining us in this afternoon's exciting program. I am so happy you're all with us here today. To start off, we would like to hear a very special message from the Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology, Honorable Fortunato de la Peña. Sir, I'm turning it over to you.
Warmest greetings to everyone. Good afternoon, and on behalf of the Department of Science and Technology, we warmly welcome everyone to the Philippine Startup Incubators Award, where we are set to recognize the milestones of our leading DOST-assisted technology business incubators. We would like to thank, of course, the DOST PShared and QBO, as well as our older or more mature TBIs, okay, for co-organizing this event, and for the efforts and contributions that they have made in transforming innovative startup ideas into stressful businesses, so our technology business incubation program. So that was made possible by your unwavering support, your efforts, and of course the excellent performance that has been made during this past period. Now, maybe it is interesting for you to know that about a month ago, we signed a joint administrative order. I'm referring to the 3 departments that are mentioned specifically in the Innovative Startup Act, and I'm referring to the Department of Trade and Industry, the Department of Information and Communications Technology, and the Department of Science and Technology in order to form the steering committee okay, that will oversee the implementation of the provisions of the Innovative Startup Act. So this joint administrative order that creates the steering committee composed basically by our undersecretaries of the department and other members. So we would like to mention also that each of the department, and of course DOST is included, is putting up its own startup assistance program, startup development assistance program, and we are about to announce, okay, our grants in aid program for this purpose. Okay, so this will be enabling us to give benefits and incentives, okay, and even access to venture funds as well as training to our startup founders and the beneficiaries. And that brings us to the question, why do we really need startups? Well, basically, enterprises, okay, are the ones that create jobs, are the ones that contribute to our economic activities, okay, and enterprises basically can be of different kinds, but we are more specifically focusing on the technology-based enterprises here, and so the creation of jobs, the introduction of innovative products, technologies, and ideas that can compete not only here in our own country, but also in the region and in the whole world. Okay, and we have seen many success stories of small startups that have been successful, that grew big, okay, because they have something that is distinctive in their operations and in their products, something unique, something innovative that captures the interest of the targeted markets. We have certain indicators to boast of as far as our technology business incubation program is concerned. Over at the DOST, we have already incubated and supported 678 startups, out of which 163 have become full-blown companies, and that translates to around 2,500 jobs that have been created. So imagine if there will be more successful startups, how many jobs can be created, and how much income it will generate. That would add to our domestic product. And not only that, we have, through this program of ours, have created different types of partnerships with different groups, okay? So our TBI network, okay, by the nature of their job, has been generating various types of partnerships within their network. So today, I have been told that there have been something like 179 existing partnerships established by the TBI network. And I am reminded of what we had when we first launched the National Innovation Strategy way back in 2007, which we called Philippine Innovation. And these are the pillars that were recommended during that time, that we invest in human capital because this will bring about the innovations that we need, the innovations that will really lift us up to a higher level. So investment in human capital, business incubation and acceleration efforts. Okay, so expanding business incubation and business acceleration, and of course creating or adopting review and adoption of policies that will lead to a better ecosystem for startups and for innovation. So I hope that we keep those things in mind as we carry out our respective tasks. So I would say that after these years that we have been partnering together, we really have uh, uh, encouraged and inspired more people to form their own companies, okay, introducing innovations through technologies that most of them develop themselves. And so we are prepared to face the world, okay, with our startups. And we are committed at DOST to continue supporting startups. So I would like to give my advance congratulations to the winners, to the awardees this afternoon. But I really will be around to witness such awarding. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Secretary De La Peña. We're so excited, sir, for what's in store for us. Not only for today's program, but the future directions of our startup ecosystem, and of course, DOST being there to support us all the way. Maraming salamat once again, Secretary
Thank
De
you,
La
Beatrice.
Peña.
Salamat din.
Now, before our next speaker, actually, ladies and gents, I'd like to request everyone to please turn on their cameras. Why? Because we are going to have a groupie or a group photo with Secretary De La Peña. So, may we encourage everybody? Yes, I'm seeing a couple of folks already turning on their cameras. We'd love to see your lovely and handsome faces. There you go. All right. So we have a couple of folks. I'd like to encourage as many people to actually turn on your cameras. All right. Okay. So ladies and gents, before we take our photo, I'm going to be counting it down. On the count of 3, please all smile, and maybe we can even say celebrate. We're celebrating today, right? So for our group photo, counting down. 1, 2, 3, celebrate!
Celebrate!
Celebrate.
All right. I think we were able to get that group photo already. Hold on, let me kindly check if we need another one. I think we're good. All right. Thank you so much once again, Secretary De La Peña. And of course, thank you to everybody for opening up your cameras because we really just wanted to get that shot of everybody coming together. All right. Thank you, everybody. Up next, we would like to hear actually from the president of Idea Space, QBO, Mr. Butch Maley. Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Turning it over to you.
Thanks, Bea. During a time when it can sometimes be hard to find hope and inspiration, the first ever TBI 4.0 Awards, that and more. For that, I would like to thank the Department of Science and Technology, particularly Secretary Boy De La Peña, who's given so much of his time to this program, Undersecretary Rowena Guevara, who's also been very supportive, Shared Executive Director Eric Paningit, also very supportive, and Chief Russell Pili, who's always been with us at all our many functions over the last 2 years, and the entire PSEARD staff. 12 TBI incubators who participated in the TBI 4.0 plus program, 4.0 program, also plus the 32 other incubators all over the Philippines would not exist without DOST support, and that includes QBO, actually. So in addition to their normal jobs, many of the DOST officials have been working overtime to find local COVID remedies, local PPEs and ventilators, and vaccine supplies for the country. So kudos to them, and let us thank them for that, as well as for their support of the TBI program. To the 12 incubators who were part of this TBI 4.0 program, the OGS, as we call them, this is your day. You have labored hard over the last 2 years, filling out worksheets, attending meetings, submitting reports, responding to Dave and Jackie's very makulit, never-ending requests, and implementing new ideas, programs, and initiatives in your TBI. Regardless of who wins the awards, you are all already winners. You've vastly improved your incubators. Despite the pandemic, the TBI 4.0 program persevered. Travel and face-to-face interaction, that's true, but instead going virtual. I'd like to thank the QBO team, particularly Natasha Bautista, Dave Del Rosario, and Jack Isid. Together, we created the first ever local TBI assessment framework. Some of you even visited Southeast Asian incubators and accelerators in 2019 before the onset of the virus. Most importantly, we built a strong nationwide network that will support Filipino startups. I'd like to recognize the universities you were part of for the support they gave you. And I realize that many of the chancellors are honoring us with their presence today. Institute of Management, De La Salle University, Batangas State University, University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines, Visayas State University, Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology, State University, Palawan State University, University of the Philippines Cebu, University of the Philippines Los Baños, and University of the Philippines Diliman. Truly an honor roll of the top schools in the country. This is their day as well. The TBI 4.0 program has upgraded the entire Philippine startup ecosystem through efforts. Our hope is that the program will help spread the idea of entrepreneurship all over the country. Successful startups, not just from Metro Manila, but from the provinces and other areas as well. We also want young people to know that you don't have to go abroad. You don't have to join a big company in order to do well. You can start your own company and create wealth for yourselves, your employees, and for the country. If we have been able to plant the seeds of future startups through you, more successful startups with better business models, and even someday a Filipino unicorn, has done our job. One of my favorite quotes is from the scriptures. Men do not light a lamp to hide it under a basket. No, they set it up high so it can give light to everyone in the room. May your incubators be like that lamp and give light, inspiration, and hope during this difficult time to everyone in the startup ecosystem. Thank you for joining us today, and let us continue to work to create thousands of startups and finally put the Philippines on the global startup map.
Thank you very much, Butch, for those very inspiring words. I love the visual of the lamp being able to give light, to be able to give hope that we may not only survive this very difficult time, but to really thrive with our wishes, our dreams, and the solutions that we can offer our future. Maraming salamat, Butch. And I'm really excited to be seeing all of our incubators today. Like what you said earlier, everybody is already a winner. Maraming salamat, Butch. Ladies and gents, in November 2019, DOST's TBI 4.0 program was officially launched through an MOU at the very first Philippine Startup Week. Their objectives were to develop world-class TBIs and incubator managers in the Philippines and increase the number and quality of tech startups in the country. Together with QBO, they aim to upgrade these TBIs, develop a localized startup-focused framework for mapping PH incubators, and create globally competitive facilities that support the needs of our technopreneurs and startups. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Dr. Enrico Paringet, the Executive Director of the DOST PCI EERD, to tell us more about the journey and the amazing milestones of this program. Dr. Paringet, I'm turning it over to you.
Thank you very much, Beatrice. First of all, pleasant good afternoon to everyone. A very significant afternoon or day indeed for the Philippine startup and innovation community. Before I head off to tell you more about the journey we have all made in this effort, of course, I'd like to acknowledge the presence and the support of our staunch champions, no, for in this initiative. Of course, our dear Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña, the Undersecretary for Research and Development, Dr. Rowena Cristina Guevara. Of course, our reliable friends from QBO Idea Space, President Dr. Butch Maley, who spoke earlier. The Executive Director, Kat Chan. Thank you very much for your contributions. The TBIs and their representatives and their key officials. No, I think the roles of the officials coming of these 11 universities have been very crucial in the successes of this of our TBI programs. Of course, we also acknowledge the presence of our valued TBI managers and entrepreneurs, the media partners who have been following the startup movement in the Philippines, our colleagues from the DOST, especially at PSHERD, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to what is, well, I heard earlier that this is a recognition of sorts, no? So let me say this can be billed as the Oscars, no, of TBIs, at least in the Philippines, if you'll put it that way. The DOST Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technologies Research and Development is very much happy to welcome all of you in today's event as we honor today's outstanding technology business incubators as they help our startups grow in this thriving industry or sector, if you will put it that way. You know, for the past 10 years, DOST and PSHERD funded a total of 2,546 projects. We're beginning to apply a little bit of data analytics on this across different regions, which amounts now to more than 17 billion. You know, the top 5 sectors are there, and then also what's up and coming as well, or maybe lagging behind. But it's never, actually the support is never enough, no? And in these sectors, we all know that they are all very important. But what we'd like to draw your attention on is our key effort, no, to provide support for technology transfer. And if you will look at it, it already amounted to something like 914 million, giving life to 326 projects to move on to the next stage of technology in making these technologies available to the public. Shown in your screen right now is is the graphical representation of DOST support to the TBIs and startups and its effect in increasing the startup investment and revenue. If you look at this graph, this shows that the supporting startups, including establishment of incubation programs in our universities. Our total funding since 2016 amounted to 485 million. But what we're happy about is that our startups have attracted people and organizations to invest on them. So we have an accumulated private investments amounting to 535 million as of 2021. That has become even bigger than what the government actually puts in. Also, the startups started producing income even if they are small businesses. We monitored and accumulated income reported, no, from our startups that are located, of course, in our TBIs and generated through the year since 2016, and it has accumulated to 535 million in terms of revenue or income that our startups have made. So from our investment, it looks like the effect of our assistance to our TBIs was even bigger, no, than what we could have what they're actually now putting in. And we're very glad about this result, very proud of this result. Allow me also to make a few remarks about our support programs for the startups and the enablers like our TBIs. The STP Shared supports to startups provide an encompassing aid to the startup ecosystem from conception to commercialization with a wide variety of help from management to startups themselves. Let me just share a few of them. In support to the existing TBI program of DOST, PSHERD launched the Higher Education Institute Readiness for Innovation and Technopreneurship program. This is to guide and equip higher educational institutions to plan, implement, build, and run a technology business incubator. This is what most of our TBIs are subscribing to right now in terms of program support. Since 2017, 17 out of 20 universities are nearing their second year of implementation, with 11 of them having formally launched their TBI facility and services to their nearby communities. In the next 3 years, DOST Shared believes that through HIRIT, new TBIs will generate more full-blown startups that will create more jobs, huge investments, and higher revenues. Also, PShared has TBI 4.0 program to complement the existing DOST TBI program. It seeks to enhance the capabilities of our existing TBIs and provide avenues for them to be at an international level. Through TBI 4.0, 6 TBIs are co-developing incubation programs with other local and international incubators. Currently, there are 9 local partners and 11 international partners that were tapped by those under the TBI program. And over the years, the DOST TBI program has incubated and supported 678 startups, 142 full-blown companies, and created more than 2,400 jobs. I think these are the key figures that we're using in gauging the performance or what we call the metrics of our TBIs and even the startups themselves. And as I've said earlier, raised over 535 million worth of revenue and generated another 533 million worth of private investments. Additionally, the TBIs themselves have also received more than 180 million in private investments from various partners. The main objective of the TBI 4.0 program is to develop within the Philippines world-class incubator facilities and incubator managers that will support the increasing number of competitiveness of Filipino startups globally. Let me just give you a few or highlight a few accomplishments during the highlight or during the run of the TBI 4.0. What's shown on your screen are the partners of the TBI across the globe. Over the years, our TBIs gained 4 local partnerships and 18 international partnerships. Actually, 11 of them have signed MOUs, 7 are without MOUs but are actively still partnering. The agreement with most of these industries and accelerators is to provide mentoring sessions with incubators, assistance on crafting of modules, and provide training for the startups. And they were also involved in the co-promotion and funding. Just to give you an example of this agreement, the Southern Taiwan IC Promotion Center or STIP-C in partnership with Upscale, this is our TBI in UP, have partnered in co-incubation program. Another example is between CBOL and East West Seed International for coordination, co-mentoring, co-promotion, and funding for startups. Also, BCB in collaboration with Batangas State University collaborated together to engage researchers, students, and alumni to use BCB blockchain platform and its technologies to create smart city projects and other applied applications. Gen Indonesia partnered for global mentorship and admission to event opportunities with the Mindanao Startup Challenge Incubators and previous incubators inside the incubation program of IDEA. The IDEA is the MSU IIT TBI. Later, I will present the arrangements and collaborations of these accelerators with TBIs. And there's another graphic of the geographical landscape of the TBIs with international partners. As you can see, some TBIs have partnerships with Australia, the US, Thailand, and Japan. Co-development of programs is one of the key outputs of TBIs under the TBI 4.0 program. So they're expected to partner with the international accelerators in crafting programs which aim to refine the services for the incubators. So these are the accelerators which partnered with our TBIs and created different programs for nurturing with startups. We'd like to acknowledge their contributions. You have the Kite Batsu TBI, which partnered with the Japan ASEAN Integration Fund for funding, pitching, study visits, internationalization, corporate introduction, acceleration, of Kite incubating startups. It's also part of the arrangements is also part of the arrangements is the training for the incubator management staff of Kite TBI. There's also this e-acceleration training program between the Acadesia and Kite TBI. There was also a co-incubation for startups of STIPC and Upscale, as I mentioned earlier. There was also a co-mentoring, co-promotion, and funding of CBOL with East West Center. You have partnerships of CBOL with Launch Garage and Plug and Play. Even during the time of pandemic, Launch Garage and Plug and Play have been really working with us, in pushing for pitching competitions, networking, and corporate introduction for CBOL startups. And then there was a creation of training modules of CDO Bytes. This is the TBA at USTP in Cagayan de Oro City with assistance of Spring Valley and among others. And CBOL TBI partnered with Livanest to assist startups in terms of networking and pitching competitions. Another deliverable under the TBI 4.0 is the co-incubation of startups with the local or international accelerator. Part of the collaboration is to house startups in their hubs, access to services like mentoring, networking, and provide support and possible funding to startups. There are quite a plenty of startups here which have co-incubation programs with their identified accelerator and partners. Aside from the deliverables under the TBI 4.0, other TBIs such as Kite of Batangas State U, CDO Bytes of USTP, CBOL of UPLB, and Upscale of UPD provided assistance and collaboration with other HIRI TBIs. So it's now, TBIs helping fellow TBIs or their younger counterparts. So they collaborated with HIRI TBIs such as Miriam College for the conduct of mentoring sessions for their agri-startups and the development of their TBI manual. Also, this TBI is partnered with other agencies or universities such as Mindanao State University, regional offices like DOST-4A in Finion, and to assist them in their planning stage on setting up their TBIs and crafting programs for their institutions. The TBI 4.0 program also included the development of the TBI PH portal, which serves as the system that tracks, reports, and gives real-time updates for monitoring TBIs and startup activities and their accomplishments. So what you see on screen is a snapshot of the landing page of the TBI portal, where currently 30 shared funded TBIs are onboarded. The TBI portal would help promote the startup ecosystem as well as the TBI incubators in the country as one of the strategies of government to promote innovation and technopreneurship. You see also on screen the signing of the memorandum of agreement among or understanding among the different stakeholders in the TBI, particularly of course us at the UST, the Department of Information Communications Technology, and the Department of Trade and Industry. So over the years, the UST has invested almost $1 billion in terms of R&D on generation of spatial data to roll out commercial applications generated by DUST projects. So what we're going to do now is to support also what we call the INEST program, or the Innovation to Incubation for New and Emerging Technologies programs. So like innovation labs concepts that are found in India and Singapore, this program intends to increase interest from research teams and scientists to commercialize or establish startups based on their ideas under the INEST program, where support will be given to startups which can develop commercial applications for DOST-generated geospatial or geoclimatic data in terms of prototyping, proof of concept studies, and validation and testing with potential clients. So the start of the applications for this program will soon be announced. So we're also launching, or actually we have already announced this, but we will accept applications starting June 1. Dubbed the WH WISE program, or the Women Helping Women program, Innovating Social Enterprises. This is a public-private partnership initiative that brings together government agencies and private organizations to seek out and prepare women-led social enterprises for the growth, scalability, and subsequent venture capital funding. So this to be launched on June 1, 2021. We are also going to launch the SPARK program. SPARK stands for Science and Technology Parks for Accelerating Research and Knowledge. So this SPARK program aims to capacitate and assist universities in setting up a science and technology park. So these are some of the ideas that we have on what these S&T parks might contain and what it might entail in terms of partnerships, in terms of networks, and in terms of objectives. So watch out also for this exciting variation, no, or action moving forward. In addition to Spark, we are also looking into creating programs that would foster increased collaboration between public and private sector. So we call this the SCI for Gov, or the Startups Creating Innovations for Government program. And this is intended for various government agencies, whether on a national or a regional or local level. We are seeking out technological solutions to solve their day-to-day operational problems. So basically here, the program would partner government agencies with startups that can provide the necessary tools and services that will allow them to have automation of processes, increase government transparency as a matter of outcome, and overall enhancement of government services and effectivity or effectiveness offered to the public. We support these initiatives to encourage more scientists, researchers, engineers, entrepreneurs, investors, and other key stakeholders to bring their resources and expertise together so we can have a more sustainable, future-proof Philippines. We're committed to embracing innovative ideas and harnessing the full potentials of science and technology to nurture our startup ecosystem. So we're really looking forward to talk to you on various fronts, no, whether it's via email or through some social media accounts. Let us discuss these long-term strategic partnerships for the future. So again, congratulations in advance to our awardees. We do hope that this becomes an inspiration also to the next generation of innovation enablers. Thank you very much again, and good afternoon.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Paringit, for your presentation and wonderful words. Sir, I agree. We are inspiring the next generation of enablers, right? Innovation enablers. I loved your term. Nakaka-proud po talaga ang progress ng ating ecosystem. And I really cannot wait to see what the future has in store for all of us, especially, sir, the programs that you just shared with us. I'm looking forward to seeing how it will roll out and really truly impact our progress in the ecosystem. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Paringit, maraming salamat po. Before we go to the awarding ceremony, I think we should get to know actually our TBIs who performed very well and were qualified to be nominated for the awards. For this next step in our program, we will be showing short videos about a TBI and their many, many accomplishments. After we share the video, we will have a quick photo opportunity of the representative of the TBI receiving an e-certificate, and they will be joined on stage, on screen for the photo op, together with Miss Russell Pile, Dr. Paringit, and also Undersecretary Rowena Guevara. So when we call on your names for the photo ops, you may turn on your camera. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I am presenting to you our TBIs. Again, we will be seeing videos about them and seeing their many, many accomplishments. And to our TBIs, while you will be receiving your e-certificates today, the plaque of recognition will be delivered to you. First up on our list is the AIM Dado Banatao Incubator of Asian Institute of Management. Here we go.
I am Pring Paipon of the Asian Institute of Management Dato Banato Incubator. Asian Institute of Management Dato Banato Incubator is a hybrid technology business incubator and accelerator program that targets innovation-driven entrepreneurs, whose businesses have the grand potential to impact all sectors of society. Core of what we do, we seek to provide solutions to current and emerging social problems, create jobs and opportunities, and try to distribute created wealth in a very dispersed manner. And we do and achieve this through the creative use of technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. AIMDBI is an everyday service engine that is focused on three major program offerings. First is Think AIM, Acceleration, Incubation, and Mentorship for qualified startups. The second is Think Seed, Seeding, Entrepreneurial Education and Development that caters to technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship ecosystems, communities, and stakeholders. And the third is Think X, a special incubator for incubator program which works with HEI and non-HEI-based incubators across the Philippines. As of January 31, 2021, AIM has incubated and accelerated 43 startups with its 77 men founders and 50 women founders with a total of 127 founders that have generated at least 465 jobs, serviced more than 100,000 stakeholders, and reached more than 1 million people around the world. We hope that AIMDBI continues to become a platform in a community where ideas created to become startups are anchored on well-defined science and engineering to celebrate and affirm the very excellence of Filipinos in science and engineering. We are the Asian Institute of Management, Dato Banato Incubator, incubating and accelerating everyday great enterprises. And that is our defining edge. Good day, everyone. I am Prem Paipon of the Asian Institute of Management, Dato Banato Incubator. And in behalf of AIMDBI, allow me to present our accomplishment report from January to December 2020, which we fondly call AIMDBI Thinkomplished Report. The Asian Institute of Management, Dato Banato Incubator is a hybrid DOST shared technology business incubator and accelerator that targets innovation-driven entrepreneurs whose businesses and ideas have the very best potential to impact all sectors of society in Asia. Our goal at AIMDBI through our startup is to drive inclusive and long-term growth in the Philippines through the use of technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship, which we call the TAI framework, to help provide solutions to current and emerging world and social problems, create jobs and opportunities, and distribute created wealth in a very dispersed manner. What we give at AIMDBI is a very comprehensive and well-structured program which runs for 12 months. This we call Think AIM, which we give to qualified early-stage startups. It is a rigorous, highly progressive development curriculum focused on 7 areas of a startup development. When we talk of the Think AIM, we're actually very happy that despite the pandemic, we were able to complete our Think cohort 2019 to 2020 last June 2020, which graduated 4 highly profitable and investment-ready startups. But we also started our new Think cohort 2020-2021 last July, which generated 80 applications, but only 37 were chosen to proceed to the first selection process. For the Open, those startups which failed in few categories to be part of the Think cohort, our judges would have nominations forwarded to us, and we would actually select which of these startups from the pool would be given an opportunity to work with us under the Think Open program. And we're actually very happy that our Think Open program graduated 11 startups last year and actually welcomed another batch of 10 startups for this year. For the Think Seed, it was also a very busy year. Despite the crisis of the pandemic last year, Think Edge was able to execute 8 runs, which collected 670 participants. For the Think Stop, which is a highly immersive but very virtual workshop because of the constraints and limitations of the pandemic, we were happy we were able to stage 4 that also attracted participants, not just from Metro Manila, but from outside regions like 3, 4A, and CAR. For the Think Idea, we're actually very happy that we've launched the first ever startup, Academe, local company incubator accelerator program with Sanitary Care Products Asia, wherein they would actually select minimum of 3 AIMDBI startups to be given an exclusive mentorship from them and a free equity grant of $30,000. We're also very happy that MBA Impact Investing Networking Training Program in London Business School partnered with us to select a Philippine startup representative. But the best part of last year was that we were able to form a partnerships with Investa to launch the biggest audience for a virtual platform here in the Philippines that gathered some of the critical minds in business. We also partnered with Intellectual Property Philippines, wherein we created the very monumental first intellectual property development track for Filipino startups here in the country. For the Think App, we're actually very happy that big organizations, local and national and international, gave us opportunity to work with them. Last year, we launched the FinTech for Impact Application Bootcamp with UNICEF and ING Global. We were also tapped by Smart Communications to create the first virtual national bootcamp for their 16th Sweep Awards. But we're also very happy that despite the constraints of the pandemic, we were also able to create our first revenue-generating program with AIMCL, which we call the Startup Management Bootcamp. Last February, we graduated our first batch. And this end of April, we're actually accommodating 35 paid participants for our second cohort. But the best part of it was that we worked with the 10 Outstanding Students of the Philippines National Organization to actually create Innovation and Impact Solution Series that generated 3 runs that reached 300 to 350 participants across 10 regions in the country. We also have Think Interns, which generated 8 opportunities and service our 5 AMDBI startups. For the Think App, we're actually very happy that we have 6 Kapun projects currently being turned into real startups. And we're also very happy that these founders also created the award-winning emergency quarantine facility, whose description I'll describe later in my presentation. But for the ThinkX, we're very happy that we were actually part of the service journey of TIP to create the TIP Nitro, which actually produced 8 student startup teams. We're very happy that we're actually on our second, and we just completed the second cohort with FEU Tech Innovation Center in terms of building their startup academy. And currently, we're finalizing to be launched our newest ThinkX program with Metro Naga Chamber of Commerce, led by our very own AIMDBI startup, Agraba, to launch Beacon Entrepreneurship and Empowerment Center for accelerating local livelihood in Naga this Q3 of 2021. Suffice to say that we've also celebrated our numbers last year. Last year alone, we were very happy that we were able to receive 80 good applications, 37 of which were forwarded to the first selection committee, but only 7 were selected to be part of the Think cohort, 9 for the Think Open, and 6 for the Think App. And that gave us a total of 22 startups to be incubated and accelerated from July 2020 to May 2021, which would end next month. So suffice to say that as of January 31, 2021, our startups are currently at 43 with 127 founders. We're very happy that our women founders number raised from a single digit to now 39% or 50 of the 127 founders. But the best part of working with our startup founders is that we were able to create a minimum of 465 job opportunities today. Now, not counting the thousands and hundreds and millions of Filipino people they've serviced and reached out to. Because at the heart of AIM, at the heart of the Asian Institute of Management, Dato Banato Incubator, we continue to thrive and exist as a nation-building platform and community where technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship help contribute to what we call total human economic development. Because at AMDBI, we incubate and accelerate everyday great enterprises. And that is our defining edge. Thank you very much and have a good day, everyone.
All right. Thank you very much to the AIM Dado Banato Incubator. To Prim, thank you so much for sharing your milestones. To receive the e-certificate is their program associate, Miss Rose Ann Benedicto. Kindly turn on your camera. Hello, Rose Ann. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And this is the e-certificate. For a quick photo opportunity, we would like to invite on-screen Secretary De La Peña, Undersecretary Rowena Guevara, Ms. Russell Pile, and Dr. Enrico Paringit for the quick photo opportunity. Kindly turn on your cameras. All right, so I believe we have our representatives already for the photo opportunity. We're just going to put you on spotlight.
Congratulations.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Smile in 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Thank you so much and congratulations once again to the AIM Dado Banatao Incubator. Thank you very much.
I think you forgot Russell in the picture.
Oh, there she is, Miss Russell. Okay, we're going to do that again.
Do it again.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Undersecretary Guevara. All right, everybody, let us all smile in 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. All right. Thank you very, very much once again to AIM Dado Banatao Incubator. Next up, we have Animal Labs from De La Salle University.
Hello, I am Dicky Gonzalez. I am the Executive Director of Animal Labs TBI, the Technology Business Incubator of De La Salle University. Animal Labs is a technology business incubator. We are university-based, and our mission is to help bring university research into a state of incubation and hopefully commercialization. Some of those sustainability focused areas that we are supporting by way of workshops and competitions are ESG reporting for corporations, zero health and zero poverty, and end to plastic waste. I think the first level of impact that we have created is in the out-of-course activities for students on campus. The first exposure of students to startups and maybe projects and the like comes with courses. After that, we'd like to believe that they have been exposed to a second layer of activities to our workshops and competitions. Obviously, a lot of our incubators are very technology-based, and we're there to remind them that success in the marketplace requires a viable business model, not just technology. I think that may have been one of our biggest impacts. And as they come in as incubators, we also take them to short technology entrepreneurship course that provides this combination.
We are De La Salle Animal Lab.
Sustainability-focused innovation.
Hello, I'm Nestor Nisperos, one of the program managers of Animal Labs Technology Business Incubator. You can call me Nes. I'm presenting in behalf of Dicky Gonzalez, our executive director. Just a bit of trivia. Dicky and I were the ones who were present in original Animal Labs when we started off in 2017. There were 4 of us then, and 2 have decided to move on. But today we have a total headcount of about 10. I'd just like to talk to you a bit about what we've been accomplishing in our TBI 4.0 quest from the time that we started. Just to show you quickly our vision mission statement, which hasn't really changed a lot since that time. I just wanted to point out that since we started in 2017, we also put up our own Fab Lab in Laguna campus. So we're actually operating from 2 locations. Before the pandemic, the locations were major plus because they were both located on the ground floor. For Animal Labs, it was right at the ground floor of Andrew Gonzalez Hall, which was right on Taft Avenue, while the Fab Lab was in a newly constructed building called the Hangar because of the high ceiling, also on the ground floor. But nonetheless, all of us, we've learned how to cope with the pandemic since that time. Incubation is still a mainstay at Animal Labs. We've have 20 teams as of latest count. 7, we're happy to say 7 are already generating revenue. And the source of incubators have always been our competitions. We take pride in developing how we've been able to manage, create, and even co-create competitions, because it's a way of determining certain individuals or teams which have an interest in following the entrepreneurship path. I'll talk more about that later. Internal researchers, of course, alumni and students are always there. Part of it's also because the consciousness and awareness that Animal Labs had to generate about what the TBI is and what the TBI can give value to their researchers. Walk-ins and referrals we've had from, for example, from faculty who have their own entrepreneurship classes, and then they refer their students to us, especially for pitching, after they're pitching in ideations. And of course, we've gone out and developed co-incubated teams from other assisted TBIs, from other HEIs. In the area of competitions, as I said, we've done this organized and co-organized. We usually done rounds of boot camps, paper selection, pitch competitions, even pitch assistance, or pitch coaching when we've had sample faculty or students who participate in international competitions and come to us to help them develop their ideas further and even their pitch decks. The promising area, of course, is for the HEI and TBI and third-party partnering. We continue to push the envelope on technologies and applications because, after all, in an academic setting, we usually deal with early-stage technologies. And we are preferred due to the high-intensity engagements of participants because, as I said earlier, these are when you have students and researchers and faculty joining the competitions, you know that at least they have the basic seed of being interested in walking along the NPrep path. So they become excellent sources of applicants. Even though we've had cases where the incubators come from a purely technical field, and it's up to us in Animal Labs to help them source the right partner or co-founder. So the competitions that we've done, the boot camp, jointly done with QBO last year. We've done our own innovation challenges, climate launch pads. The EVAP is the Electronic Vehicle Association, Hackathon, the Nexus for emphasis on clean energy, the NASA International Space Apps, which is, I believe, on the 3rd year running already. We'll be preparing to mount the 4th run of the Space Apps in October this year. Of course, also one with Nexus, PH already. We've done assistance to other TBIs, especially for the other De La Salle schools who've signified asking for assistance because they want to put up their own TBIs as well. So they come to us sort of a big brother because we've already understood the trials that it takes to put up other TBIs, also other HEIs, even government agencies. We've gone into brokering of commission research, especially with helping to look at industry people and helping us to manage the selection of their proposal. Done that too. And of course, I'd just like to end off with showing our table of organization, because what's interesting about it is that Animal Labs is its own separate SEC registration as a nonprofit, separate from De La Salle. But the interesting part is that the leadership where of De La Salle University is also in the board of trustees of Animal Labs. I'm talking especially about the president, Brother Ray Suplido, who also is the president of De La Salle and Animal Labs. We have the vice chancellor for research and innovation, Dr. Raymond Tan, and University Legal Counsel. And we had the president of De La Salle College of St. Benilde also on our board, along with Jerry Ablasa from the private sector. So in behalf of Animal Labs, Dicky Gonzalez, our executive director, the program managers, Vir Linis, Tina Kayamanda, Junel Gia, and myself, and the rest of our staff, we've had a wonderful journey, especially with TBI 4.0. We've learned a lot. We want to continue to leverage on the strengths and even continue to develop even more programs as we continue for 2021 onwards. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Animal Labs, Ness, for sharing with us your milestones. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Federico Gonzalez, project leader, will receive the e-certificate. Kindly turn on your camera, sir. All right, yes. So here is your e-certificate. We would also like to call on Secretary de la Peña, Undersecretary Rowena Guevara, Ms. Russell Pili, and Dr. Enrico C. Paringet to join us for a quick photo opportunity. Kindly turn on your cameras. All right, we will just wait on the rest of the photo opportunity gang. All right. Congratulations once again, Animal Lab. Oops, we lost Dr. Paringet. Sir, there he is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Animal Labs, congratulations in 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Congratulations once again. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. And thank you,
Dr. Guevara, Dr. Paringit, Ms. Russell. See you later.
Congratulations, Nikki. Congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you once again, Animal Labs. Our third TBI is from the Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation, or CTI, from Batangas State University.
Hello, I'm Albert Amante from Batangas State University Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation. The Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation is a university-based technology business incubator located at Batangas State University. It aims to cultivate a culture of innovation among students, professionals, and aspiring entrepreneurs in Calabarzon. Our mission is to turn ideas and R&D output into scalable businesses that will contribute to socioeconomic development not only of the region, but the country as a whole. So we are proud to say that through our collective efforts, we were able to educate almost 10,000 students, faculty, and professionals about entrepreneurship and innovation. This is through our various awareness programs, knowledge and training programs. With our incubation program, we were able to secure almost 30 million of grant, which supports our startups. We see the center as a flourishing TBI, not only in the region, but in the country as well. And that our startups, products, and services would really make an impact to the community, industry, or sector that they serve.
We are Batangas State Youth Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation.
Leading innovations, transforming lives.
Good day, everyone. My name is Engineer Albert Sonamante, the project leader of the Technology and Business Incubation 4.0 or TBI 4.0 project of Batangas State University, branded as KITE, or Knowledge, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship Towards Enterprise Development. Our motto, changing lives through innovation. Through the TBI 4.0 and the generous support from the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development, the Bat State Youth Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation was able to host 34 events in the form of capacity building programs, hackathon, and incubation programs. We are also able to develop new programs consistent with the CTI branding. While implementing this project, we're able to engage 74 experts from agencies local and abroad as mentors to our incubators. We have engaged 15 organizations from our local technology business incubator network, line agencies of the government, and private agencies, as well as foreign innovation organizations that made possible successful implementation of our projects and programs. We have successfully incubated 33 startup teams covering from thematic areas of agriculture, retail, B2B, health, and fintech. The Bat State UCTI collaborates with the Knowledge, Innovation, and Science Technology Park of the university in translating the research output of the university and the products of our startups for commercialization with our industry partners. We are also able to move in our new facility at the second floor of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Environment Research Hub. The DBI 4.0 indeed is a big boost to the innovation initiative of the university in refining our incubation framework, in providing access to active innovation champions, strengthening the network outside the university, active collaboration for our startup development, building world-class facility to support the innovation ecosystem, and contributing to the goal of establishing 1,000 tech-enabled startups. So, in behalf of Batangas State University Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, we thank you very much for your support. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Mabuhay tayong lahat. Thank you so much, Engineer Albert. The president of Bat State U, President Tirso Ronquillo, will be receiving their e-certificate. Once again, their president, Mr. Tirso Ronquillo, will be receiving their e-certificate. Sir, kindly turn on your camera. There you are. Congratulations to the CTI from Batangas State University. This is your e-certificate. And of course, I'd like to once again call on screen Secretary De La Peña, Undersecretary Rowena Guevara, Ms. Russell Pili, and Dr. Enrico Paringue to join us for a quick photo opportunity together with Mr. Ronquillo. Hello. There we have it. We're just going to wait for Dr. Paringue to be part also of our spotlight. All right, here we go. We're just going to have to smile for a couple of seconds for the camera, ladies and gents. In 3, 2, 1. Congratulations once again to Batangas State University Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation. Thank you so much, Mr. Ronquillo and Engineer Albert. Congratulations. All right, here we go to the next TBI. From CDO, let's check out Cagayan de Oro Business Incubation, Technology, Entrepreneurship, and Startups, or CDO Bites.
I am Rhea Suzette Hagisan of the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines, CDO Bites. CDO Bites, or Cagayan de Oro Business Incubation, Technology, Entrepreneurship, and Startup, is the TBI or Technology Business Incubation of the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines. It is our primary objective to bridge budding entrepreneurs to homegrown industries and nurture startups from its inception to incubation. In 2016, CDO Bites were able to nurture as much as 48 startups, not only in Cagayan de Oro City, but also in the region. We provide flagship programs from our incubation, namely Smart Track, our pre-incubation program, Firestarter, our incubation program, Beacon Demo Day, being our graduation and demo day for our startups, and other relevant activities, namely Entrepreneurs Meetup, Bites and Brew session, and Brown Bag session. The biggest impact of CDO Bites for the past 4 years is one, being able to deliver startups that are still operational up to this date. Second, we were able to spearhead as much as 200 plus events, which were well attended by 8,000 attendees and more. And of course, the economic impact of those startups that graduated from our incubation, such as generation of up to 200 plus jobs.
We are the CDO
Bites. From innovation to incubation, enabling startups one bite at a time. Good day. This is Rhea Suzette Hagisad from CDO Bites, USTP, or University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines Technology Business Incubation Hub. CDO Bites stands for Cagayan de Oro Business Incubation Technology, Entrepreneurship, and Startups supported by the Department of Science and Technology. CDO Bites is located in the city of Golden Friendship, Cagayan de Oro of Misamis Oriental. Our focus industries as a hub revolves around ICT, Internet of Things, and multimedia. Our TBI wouldn't be a success without the hard work and perseverance of the following individuals with me. With me are our project staff, Engineer Wendell Talampas, our TBI manager, Shorma Calbe, our IT officer, Geisha Gitwaban, Admin and Info Officer, Catherine Suarez, and Research Officer, Rochelle Laurita. Allow me to present CDO Bites banner program. We have our Spark Track, which is a 1-month pre-incubation program for our interested incubatees. Our Firestarter program, in which our Spark Track incubatees who successfully completed our pre-incubation will automatically have an intense mentoring and training modules under the Firestarter program. And as their finale is our Beacon Demo Day, which serves as their graduation and recognition, wherein they pitch their products and services to potential investors and guests inside and outside the university. We also have our CDO Bites Roadshow dedicated to proliferate startup and entrepreneurship to other schools and institutions in the city and in the region. Brown bag sessions dedicated for our students and faculty members of the university, Bites and Brew session, and finally our Bonfire Entrepreneurs Meetup, where our incubatees can meet with other startup founders and entrepreneurs. Here are the services we provide: free office space and internet access, development and facilities such as the facilities inside the university, co-incubation program, network and marketing, training and mentoring for our incubatees, branding and IP protection, and of course, allow me to provide you the highlights. Since the very beginning, CDO Bites has been established way back in 2016 with over 17 million in funding. We have already conducted 190 events, which was well attended by over 8,000 attendees, 21 partners, 9 memorandum of agreement signed, and 14 collaborations. We also have the CDO Bites perks, in which we give to our incubatees to have and give them discounts with our business partners. All in all, we already have a lot of incubatees under our wing with 15 graduates, but what is important is what they provide to our economy, such as job generation and revenue generation. For our TBI 4.0, which started in 2019, we have 14 incubatees and 12 graduates. And these are our startups, along with their technologies, such as in web and mobile, media, education tech, and IoT. We have new spaces available for them, such as Founders Lounge and a co-working space in which they can be able to utilize, which is just a steps away from the university. We also have new support offices, such as our Technology Promotions and Transfer Office and our Fabrication Laboratory. Because of the pandemic, we were forced to do everything virtually. Hence, we have this online platform dedicated for our incubatees, for our modules in which they can be able to view and review. And finally, CDO Bytes has been awarded by PSHERD in the recently concluded Cavalicat University TBI Award, which was given during the Philippine Startup Week. Connect with CDO Bytes with the following contact details. And this has been Rhea Hagisan of CDO Bytes.
All right, congratulations CDO Bytes. Maraming salamat, Rhea. To receive the e-certificate, may we call on screen Attorney Dionel O. Albina, the Chancellor of USTP CDO. Hi, Attorney Albina. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us, and we are happy to share with you your e-certificate. At this point, of course, I would like to call on screen once again Secretary De La Peña, Undersecretary Guevara, Ms. Pili, and Dr. Paringit to join us for a quick photo opportunity. And once again, ladies and gents, we will need you to smile pretty for the camera for a couple of seconds. There we have Dr. Paringit has already joined us. All right, ladies and gents, let's smile for a couple of seconds in 3, 2, 1. CDO Bytes! Congratulations! All right. Maraming salamat. Thank you for joining us, Attorney Albina. And also, thank you so much, Rhea, for that amazing presentation. Our next TBI is from West Visayas State University, Green Technology Business Incubator.
I'm Dr. Joel De Castro and the project leader of the Green Technology Business Incubation of West Visayas State University. Green Technology Business Incubation, it houses a virtual incubation, technical consultancy and forecasting, training and bootcamp, business matching, mentoring and coaching, laboratory and production facilities, training, conference facilities, and funding assistance. We have a lot of programs conducted in our facilities, like how to start a business and how to prepare a business model, the standard that we have on putting up a startup. So we invited all experts, like for example in accounting, we invite a lawyer and at the same time a accountant who could teach them the bookkeeping and the laws, regulation. And we also invited some other experts in the region, not only from the region, but also from other cities. Business incubator and related enterprise support the system to emerge worldwide as highly popular method promotions of economic development, not only in industrialized countries, but also industrializing, restructuring countries. These discussions have been continuing about the impact of the performance. Green Technology Business Incubation, the first TBI in the region 6. Hi, I am Dr. Joel De Castro, the head GTBI, at the same time the project leader of the Green Technology Business Incubation of West Visayas State University. So the goals of the Green Technology Business Incubation is to encourage the creation and growth of more innovative herbal and natural product, smart agriculture, bioinformatics, technology based on the ICT entrepreneur. Promote the adaptations and commercialization of research and development, especially in the green technologies. The third one is to provide a medium for the industry, academe, government collaboration, and synergy. So Green Technology Business Incubation, or the GTBI, envision that it is a so-called incubating, or the business that will undergo its incubation program will be at the forefront of the business community in the future. So our services. So it's an in-house and virtual incubation. We have the technical consultancy and forecasting, training and boot camp, business matching, mentoring and coaching, laboratory and production facilities, training and conference facilities, and funding assistance. So from 2017 to 2020, these are now the total incubators that we have. Of course, it is really difficult for us to start because when we start talking about incubators, a lot of people in this city do not understand yet. So we have to promote, no? And promote. And luckily, because of the things that we have developed right now, it started to have a more investment that a lot of community gets into our startup. So we have here the current incubators, their graduates, R&D, special projects, new jobs generated, then the local partners, then the total foreign partners. Although supposedly this year our foreign partner to be increased now because of the COVID, there was a postponement, no, of the difference, especially in South Korea and also in Thailand. So partnering with us, as we have seen these things that going around and talking about the business incubation. So of course, WBSU GTBI is one of the 44 technology business incubator facilities service in the country. So we have all those things that also generates a lot of job. So activity highlights. So of course, we were lucky that Green Technology Business Incubation was able to get a funding of creating the TBI portal during our Startup Week 2019. So as you can see the picture, our president is signing the MOA during this activity. Then, of course, partnering with our group in Iloilo, we are also one of the co-sponsors of Innovate Iloilo, which is a national event that was held in ICC. So partnering also with the Department of Interior and Local Government, Region 6. So we're also part of this investment forum. So, and putting the essence. So mostly by the LGU in Western Visayas. So we were discussing these things. Then we have also invited different speakers to discuss with a different startup in our own startup investment and readiness. So of course, we have also invited a Ready Startup Innovative by no other than former Senator Aquino, no? The community consultation of the startup law and some other friends who were discussing during our activities. Then of course, you could see the people who attended that seminar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Joel. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Greta Gabinete, their project leader and head, will receive the e-certificate on behalf of Green Technology Business Incubator. Dr. Gabinete, may we invite Dr. Greta Gabinete, may we invite you to open your camera? There you are, looking lovely. And of course, may we call on screen Secretary De La Peña, Undersecretary Guevara, Ms. Pile, and Dr. Paringet to join us for a quick photo opportunity. All right, we're just waiting for our lovely ladies. All right, let's take a photo. We need to smile for a couple of seconds at the camera. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Congratulations once again to the Green Technology Business Incubator from West Visayas State University. Maraming salamat, Dr. Greta. Thank you very much. Up next is IDEA, Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation from MSU Iligan Institute of Technology.
I'm Jinky Bornales of IDEA. So IDEA is the Center of Innovation and Technopreneurship at MSU Iligan Institute of Technology. IDEA is the first technology business incubator in Mindanao funded by the DOST-funded here. IDEA's mission is to create and produce an integrated support system for our budding entrepreneurs through relevant programs in innovation and technopreneurship to stimulate the local, economic, and social development in Mindanao.
I am Siege Brasileño of IDEA. IDEA's main banner program, which is focused towards startups, is the Mindanao Startup Challenge. This program consists of master classes, mentoring sessions, and networking sessions, as well as feedback sessions, all in order to develop the startup here at our incubator. IDEA was able to raise the level of awareness and appreciation to a significant degree to the importance of building a startup and innovation ecosystem here in the region. Ever since its inception in 2016, we have been able to conduct several awareness development workshops all throughout Mindanao through our IDEA Brew Ideation Workshops. And we have co-created the Teenpreneur Conference in order to boost the youth participation on technopreneurship and startup awareness here in our region.
We are IDEA.
Hi, I'm Siege from IDEA, and I'm here to present IDEA 2021, Milestones of IDEA from Past to Present. Ever since its inception in 2016, IDEA has been bound by its 4 N's, which is to inform, invite, inspire, and innovate. This has given rise to our 3 main core pillars, which is community engagement, incubation program, and co-working space. Within these core pillars, we have founded several of our flagship programs, which is IDEA Hack, IDEA Brew, 2020 Tech Community Meetup, Teenpreneur, and our yearly Mindanao Startup Challenge, which is embedded in our incubation program, and our facility, which serves as the co-working space for our startups here at the incubator. Since in 2019, we have started in developing programs catered towards women in entrepreneurship, namely Her Stories, IDEA Brew Innovators, Fireside Chat Night, Women's Edition, and Women Hack, all in order to increase the participation of women in the startup industry and in entrepreneurship. We have also developed student and faculty support programs, all in order to redirect our focus towards developing our current pool of talent inside the university. One of our programs is Mindanao Young Innovators Apprenticeship Program. Another is the Academic Innovation Development for Entrepreneurship and the MS2 IIT Grand Hackathon. And in order to cater to the pandemic, we have created newer online programs to serve to our startup community. One of a few is Hack for Physics, iStartup Online Conference, and IDEA Flight Talks. We have also catered to partnered events like Ready Spark Charge, an inter-TBI clean energy competition aimed towards finding the best clean energy startups all over the country, and resilient businesses pivoting during the pandemic, which helped as a method for us to serve SMEs all over Iligan City during the pandemic. We have been also blessed to create our own virtual demo day and the creation of newer events like IDEA Spotlight, aimed towards catering to highlighting stories from startup enablers and startup founders. A lot of which would attribute to the several participations of our events locally and internationally, with speakers all around the globe sharing their ideas and stories to people within the startup community. Ever since 2019, one of our main goals was to really develop and improve our current incubation program. This led us to revamp our current incubation program, which is the Mindanao Startup Challenge, and as well as the creation of our IDEA Flight Book, which highlights several parts of our incubation process, just like the IDEA startup journey, and several things that a startup or an incubatee should know when joining IDEA as an incubator. And in order to secure our sustainability, we have been blessed with the BOR approval of our organization structure. And with the approval of this, it would then solidify our presence within the university. The Board of Regents in the university has also approved several of our programs, which is MSU IIT Grand Hackathon, the MSU IIT Young Innovators Summer Apprenticeship Program, and our yearly Mindanao Startup Challenge that would allow us to make sure that there is support from the university towards sustaining these programs yearly. Over the years, we have developed a better startup ecosystem for the region and Mindanao. And we believe there's still a long way to go. But driven with our passion and our desire to create a better startup ecosystem, we continue to forge on with our hashtag Para sa Mindanao. At this IDEA for 2021. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Siege. And to accept the e-certificate for MSU Iligan Institute of Technology, may we please call on screen Chancellor Sukarno Tanggol. Chancellor, can you kindly turn on your camera to receive the e-certificate? Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And for our quick photo opportunity, we would like to call on Secretary De La Peña, Undersecretary Guevara, Ms. Pili, and Dr. Parangit. Please turn on your cameras. Okay, here we are. We are waiting also on Undersecretary Guevara. There you go. All right, ladies and gents, you know we have to smile pretty for our camera for a couple of seconds. All right, I'm going to count it down. Let's smile in 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Fabulous. All right, congratulations, MSU Iligan Institute of Technology. Thank you so much, Chancellor Tanggol, and of course to Siege for that marvelous presentation. Maraming salamat po. Next up, we've got Navigatu from Caraga State University.
Hi there, I am Jeffrey T. Deliosa. I'm the project lead of the Navigato, the DOSTP shared TBI here in Caraga State University. So Navigato is coined and inspired by the rich history of Butuan's Balangay boats as the oldest wooden watercraft excavated here in Butuan City long time ago. Our mission is to educate and contribute to the permanent success of the emerging and socially responsive technopreneurs in Southern Philippines, especially in Caraga region through strategic partnerships, relevant education and training programs, networking, business enabling assistance, and facilitate the creation of startups and our spin-offs from research and development activities in the university towards job creation and in specific sectors that are aligned in our region's unique areas of opportunity.
Hi, I'm Melbert Arbunutan, the newly designated TBI manager of Navigato. First, the TBI leads the ideation or the design thinking program It is the first milestone. We have the incubation program. We have Navigatox. We have the visiting professor, and we have the ecosystem mapping from the government agencies and also from the business sector.
I believe that the biggest impact we had for our network or even our university years that we're able to transform this mindset of many of our students and professors to engage in entrepreneurship. So we are Navigato. We are navigating startups towards victory.
Hi, I'm Melbert R. Bunutan, the TBA manager of Navigato, Caraga State University. So I will be presenting to you the Navigato Accomplishment Report 2019 to 2020. So for the investments, so we have funding obtained from DOSTP Shared and CHED Fund to establish the facility and all related activities for the promotion of startups. So we have 12.8 million from the two agencies. So we have also the facility established. We have 200 square meter, and we have incubators, for the past 3 years for 4 startup WARF events. So we have formed 49 plus teams in the ICT and ECE fields under the incubation program. And we have received an investment of 15 million local and national investment to 3 of our startup graduates. So graduates from the program first batch. So we have the Transit, which received a 1.6 million private investment. And we have Agricultura, we have Fuel Go, which also received 1 million private investment. We have Senebo, and we have Changi. And we have also a spin-off in the university headed by Dr. Rolin C. Dagil. And we have here the incubation space of Navigato. We have here the working space and also the Navigato Incubation Hall. And we have here our mini stage of Navigato. So we have the conference room and we have the offices. So these are the teams formed in Navigato Incubation Program. So for batch 1, so we have Transit, we have Changi, Senebo, OptiCheck, Fuel Go, NotiPrime, and we have Agricultura. So for batch 2, so we have TravelMe, Era, Pintura, Parking, we have RX Search, Tambay, Desco, Fulabox, Tutor Moko, we have Momento, we have Rental Hub, we have Sari, and we have Mokobin, and we have Grocery. And for the Startup WARF 3.0, so actually this is the startup conducted for engineering students. And for the recently conducted Navigato Startup WARF 4.0, so for our ecosystem mapping, with the help of also with QBO, with Ma'am Jackie and also Sir Dave, so we have conducted a startup ecosystem mapping last February 2020, which is participated by government agencies and also from the business sector, from the Chamber of Commerce in Butuan. So actually for the startup ecosystem mapping, we established the committee or the group of committed people from the business sector and also from the government agencies, which are committed in pursuing the startup ecosystem in Caraga region. So we call it the Caraga Rise Champions. And this is the first meeting that we have for the Caraga Region Innovation and Startup Ecosystem, or the Caraga Rise for short. So for ecosystem mapping in the university, so we have also conducted Technopreneurship 101 Bootcamp in partnership with Philippine Foundation. And we have also conducted the Technopreneurship 101 syllabus writing and also the intellectual property basic concepts in partnership also with Philippine Foundation. And we have also faculty design thinking with Navigato and also Mr. Leo Laliana. So we have our partners. We have PhilDeb, DTI, QBO, and we have the DICT, and all our activities supported by, we have the City Government of Butuan, we have the Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce, Agusan Incorporation, and we have the Brotherhood of Christian Businessmen and Professionals, and we have Globe. So thank you so much. So for more information, so I have here my contact number and also my email address. So that's it, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Melbert and Navigato. To receive the e-certificate, may we please call on screen the Director of Technology Transfer and Licensing Office, Engineer Jeffrey T. Deliosa. Hello, Mr. Deliosa. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations. May we also call on screen, of course, Secretary De La Peña, Undersecretary Guevara, Ms. Russell Pili, and Dr. Paringe to join us for a quick photo opportunity with Mr. Deliosa of Navigato. How exciting. All right, we're just waiting for our ladies to join in. There we go. Undersecretary Guevara is here. May we have Ms. Russell Pilit join in on the spotlight. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill already. We will be smiling pretty for our camera for about 5 seconds. Here we go, the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that smiling face. Congratulations, Navigato, and thank you so much for joining us, Engineer Deliosa. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gents, we are now on our 8th TBI for this afternoon. And we have up next, Palawan International Technology Business Incubator from Palawan State University.
My name is Fetter John Kalanday of Palawan International Technology Business Incubator. Palawan International Technology Business Incubator is a TBI in Mimaropa region, located here in Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. Our mission is to provide equal opportunity for countryside innovators to create and develop innovative and sustainable businesses locally and internationally. Our TBI started year 2016, a tripartite partnership between DOST Mimaropa, MAD Incubator, and Palawan State University. Our impact to our community here in Puerto Princesa so far is we provide them space, technical assistance, coaching, and mentorship, access to our TBI, government and private network, and of course, funding opportunities. As of today, we've supported 25 startups in total with 18 active startups and 2 graduates. I would say that our biggest impact was in 2020. Even during the pandemic, our incubators created more than 40 jobs and earned more than 15 million peso in sales. And some of our notable startup incubators was Go Palengke. They are a farmers e-commerce. It started as a project, but it grew as a business or social enterprise. And their biggest milestone so far was they earned or bring in more than 1 million peso in 1 month sales to our local farmers here in Puerto Princesa.
We are the Palawan International Technology Business Incubator,
the home of countryside innovators.
Hi everyone, I'm Jesse, and we are the Palawan International Technology Business Incubator, or PITB. PITB was established December 12, 2015 through a tripartite agreement between the OSC Mimaropa, Palawan State University, and MAD or Malaysian Incubator. One of our objectives is to enhance competitiveness among strategic sectors in the society and development of the new technologies and commercialization. So here's our 2020 quarter 1 to quarter 4 and 2021 quarter 1 accomplishment summary. So we were able to produce 25 with 21 active and enthusiast startups. And of course, with their hard work, they accumulated a revenue of 14.5 million pesos. And with the help of PITB, they were able to receive a 1.2 million pesos investment. Jobs created at 48, and we were able also to commercialize 22 of their products. Events initiated and invited as resource person for 120 events, that's national and local and international, of course. And we have 25 mentors and partners. And of course, our TBI center is fully utilized. And we were able to produce to graduate actually, our notable and outstanding incubators, FAME and IT era technology solutions. So here's our 16 senior incubators: FAME, IT era, Go Palenque, C19, Iconic, eLife, Bookvan, Rocketero, and Brand, Happy Hive, Bank PH, Opus Tech, iFood Avenue, Palawan Property Spot, Easy Peasy, and Right PH. And for the batch 2021 quarter one, 5 new incubators: Offshore Media, Farm Connect, and CM Eco Collect, and iHeart of Social Innovative Solution Incorporated. So we have our recent and notable events just this first quarter. We had our PITB Pitching Competition 2021, and we assisted Go Palenque for their presentation to the Department of Agriculture Secretary. And with their dedication and hard work, of course, Go Palenque recognized as Hero of the Year in the Retail and Food Service category at 2021 Mayor's Award Night. So Eco Collect, our startup, received a 10 million grant from USAID Clean Cities and Blue Ocean Program. And we celebrated the 2021 National Women's Month with the help of DOST Maropa there. And 6 of our incubators presented their startup at the Research and Development Consultation. And a 3-day summit or 3-day tourism summit, our Palawan Travel Expo with the help of Palawan Tourism Council. So we assisted eLife or setting up their office there. And we had our 5-day online mentorship session. And here's our facilities. We have the Student Innovation Park and the TBI or the Technology Business Incubator Center. So now let's watch our AVP video. And here's our enthusiast PITB team. Visit our official website at www.palawanitbi.com. Once again, this is PITB. We thank you and we are excited to collaborate with you.
All right. Thank you very much, Jesse of PITB. Dr. Ramon Docto, the president of Palawan State University, will be receiving their certificate. Hi, Dr. Docto. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, Secretary. Thank you po.
And we are calling on our VIP, Secretary de la Peña, Undersecretary Guevara, Miss Pili, and Dr. Paringa to join Dr. Docto for a quick photo opportunity.
Hi,
We're
ma'am.
just... All right. So Dr. Docto and our team, we shall now smile, big smiles for the camera. Just a couple of seconds so that we can capture this moment. I will count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Congratulations once again to Pitby of Palawan State University. Dr. Docto, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And Jessie, thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yusek Guevara, Sir Paringit.
Can I just a word for Dr.
Sige.
Dr. Okay. Bigyan naman niyo kami ng update tungkol sa research program sa petroleum engineering.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
I will wait for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much once again for giving us.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So,
thank
you sa DOST scholarship din, sir, na binigay sa
Okay.
natin.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Docto. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is from the Queen City of the South, UP Cebu, in it.
Of course, this being a project, it meant that it had an end date, and when it ended, UP Cebu Init officially became a technology business incubator. So we were operating as a TBI. So under the new normal, some of our plans moving forward include we're supporting local initiatives. So by that we mean for Cebu City. So we're helping with the innovation ecosystem here. So if there are events, we're planning to make our presence felt. Also, if there are discussions with regards to innovations and startups, so we also try to join such discussions. Good day to everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing the journey of UP Cebu Init from its humble beginnings and all the way to the present. So UP Cebu Init, or the UP Cebu Business Incubator for Information Technology, was established in 2010 in partnership with the DOST. Of course, this being a project, it meant that it had an end date, and when it ended, UP Cebu Init officially became a technology business incubator. So we were operating as a TBI. And since then, number one, we have become a self-sustaining TBI, and we've always been proud of that fact. We really don't receive funds from UP because, again, we want to prove that this is a working model. Second, since then, we've managed to nurtured more than 60 startups, and half of them graduating from the incubation program. We've also managed to help inform the wider community about innovation startups and TBIs. And one of the things we did this was through talks in field trips by other universities, particularly for their IT students. So we made it a point that every time IT students from another university have their field trips in Cebu, we're always one of the destinations that they visit. So at least we get to inform them about these topics. Then, of course, we were tasked and assisted in organizing the first Philippine TBI Summit in 2017. And we've also undergone a rebrand, which, as you can see from the first slide, our logo is now different from our logo during the project. Of course, our biggest achievement is being given the Gawad Pangulo Award for Excellence in Public Service by the UP system to the UP president. One of the things that we planned was on improving the TBI. During the 2017 TBI Summit, one of our keynote speakers was Mr. Azrai Shoaib of Technopark Malaysia. So there he introduced the idea of TBIs having different generations. So with that in mind, we've actually sent staff to TPM to learn more about how their operations go, what they do to assist startups. So just to give us an idea on what to do on our end as well, since we're following their model. And it is because of that we actually entered into a MOA with TPM for virtual incubation as well as co-incubation of startups. So under the MOA, TPM would offer incubation services for Cebu Init startups that would want to explore or expand in Malaysia. The same way, startups from TPM or hosted by TPM would also have the opportunity to explore and expand the market here in Cebu City or the Cebu province. We also ramped up our OJT program in order to create a pool of developers, because one of the things we realized that in order for TBI to be able to truly help startups and even those thinking about startups, the TBI should have its own in-house development team to help students, particularly those who are not in the field of IT or computer science, and not even students, but even other entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs. We've also entered into discussions and actually was in the final stages of having an industry partner, an IT software company here in Cebu City, to set up a computer lab in the TBI facility, again, as a way of being able to train passive future in-house development team for the TBI. And of course, our chancellor visited different universities in Malaysia for possible partnerships with UP Cebu and with it, UP Cebu Init. So a lot of these now were in preparation for what was supposed to be a big 2020. Of course, we knew what happened, so the pandemic arrived, and for UP Cebu Init, we slowed down our operation, and yet despite this, we managed to assist our startups, number one, by not collecting any fees. So for the period of the pandemic, especially during the ECQ and ECQ, we did not collect any fees. We also assisted them in webinars, trainings, like how to write proposals for funding, marketing, coming up with business plans, etc. So there was that service always. And then we also focus on IP protection, since most of us were work at home. So we geared our resources to doing research in order to help our startups, because UP Cebu Init in particular, one of our specialty is software or computer-related patents. So with that, thank you. So I'm Jason Nieva. I'm the incubator manager for UP Cebu Init. Thank you.
All right. Daghang salamat, UP Cebu Init. Our next TBI, we've got Startup Innovation and Business Opportunity Linkage, or CBOL Labs from UP Los Baños.
Hello everyone, I am Glenn Baticados of UPLB CBOL. UPLB CBOL is a pioneer incubator of green startups. The mission of UPL Visible is to grow and nurture a generation of green startups. There are two biggest impact of the support and the programs of UPL Visible in UPLB. We are able to translate UPLB developed technologies into real products that are needed by the industry. Second, we are able to transform the mindset of the UPLB scientific community from an inventor to an innovator mindset. In the next 3 to 5 years, UPLB Cebol will be a prime mover of the agri-startup ecosystem in Calabarzon and in the country. It will be known as a leading agri-incubator producing world-class agri-tech startups.
We are UPLB Cebol.
Good day, everyone. I am Glenn Baticados of UPLB Cebol Labs. UPLB Cebol Labs stands for Startup Innovation and Business Opportunity Linkage Hub. UPLB Cebol Labs aim to nurture a green generation of startups. It focuses mainly on agri-innovation in the areas of food, agri-mechanization, ICT as applied on agriculture, and social innovation. For several years, UPLB Cebol Labs have formed partnership and collaborations with international and local organizations like PhilDev, CIRCA, Poliosco Group, Tencent, Cummins Best, DOST Shared, DOST Picard, DTI, Livanest, Small Business Corporation, Japan ASEAN Cooperation through the Agribusiness Incubation Network, ISPA Seeds, and JETRO. Cebol Labs is being managed by able and very young, inspiring, and energetic team composed of alumni of UPLB as well as staff and team from the Technology Transfer and Business Development Office of the university. UPLB Cebol Labs also has several distinguished and amazing mentors that supports our startups, both in technical and business learnings. Cebol Labs has been supporting a lot of startups for the past 2 years. And some of these are Bini, TruTech, Albitech, NPL Incorporated, QuickSense, Vegetarian, Blue Nectar, Art Farm, Harito, and MDA. Right now, 4 of our startups have successfully obtained funding. Binhi has gotten more than 5 million to date. Albitech also was able to get a funding from the venture equity program of the SP Corporation in the amount of 5 million pesos. PruTech and Hormogrow are both spin-off companies of the university, and they have obtained funding through the fast track program of DOST Shared in the amount of more than 10 million pesos. And both spin-off companies or spin-off ventures also have gotten funding from CIRCA in the amount of 500,000 pesos each. And as part of our mandate to push for innovation in the university, as well as to support our startups and those would-be startups, we have conducted several design thinking courses and worked with experts like Joey Cruz and Rodel Anunciado in changing the mindset or transforming the mindset of our students as well as researchers. We have conducted several industry challenges with companies such as Poliosco Lab, conducted several teaching competitions with Small Business Corporation, DTI, and DOST. We have partnered with QBO on several fora on innovation and startups. Work with UPLB colleges in the research units for design thinking and innovation courses and webinars. We have conducted several startup mentoring with our startups in order for them to fine-tune their business as well as push their technologies closer to the market. We always get in touch with our startups through our kamustahan regularly and work with other accelerators and incubators in the country like Plug and Play, QBO, and Miriam College TBI. For the past 5 years, we have been conducting several agriculture innovation webinar series as well as design thinking crash course online. And with this, we have come up with our very own Cibol Startup course online in partnership with Circa, East West, Sentient, and UPLB TTBDO. Our major activity right now is an international collaboration with Circa, Sentient, East West Seeds, and the UPLB Apex in an ideation competition called Innovation Olympics. And we have launched this in 3 regional areas in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We are UPLB Civil Labs. We nurture a green generation of startups. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Glenn and UPLB Cibol. Glenn Baticados, their project leader, will be receiving the e-certificate. Hi, Glenn. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, to join Glenn on screen for our photo op is Secretary De La Peña, Undersecretary Guevara, Ms. Russell Pili, and Dr. Paringit. Kindly turn on your wonderful videos. There we go. All right, we're just going to wait for Yusek Guevara. All right. There she is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. We're going to have our big smiles. And I will count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once again, congratulations, Glenn and the UPLB Cibol Labs team. Maraming salamat for being with us today. And congratulations.
Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Glenn, okay, did you inform Maret about this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We're down, ladies and gentlemen, to the last 2 TBIs. And here we are. Up next is Upscale Innovation Hub from UP Diliman.
Hi, I'm Luis Sison. I'm the project leader of the Upscale Innovation Hub. Upscale supports startups, particularly spin-off ventures from university R&D, as well as ventures for which the university can add value. And we also facilitate industry-academic collaborations through joint research and technology transfer. Being one of the earliest TBIs, we have had a big role in establishing the ecosystem and increasing awareness, not only within UP, but around the country for the value of university incubators. In addition to the startups that we've helped launch, we have also shared our experience with the new TBIs. We have 2 main goals in the near future for Upscale. First is to be able to regularly launch 10 ventures a year. Second is to formally spin off Upscale as a separate private entity that is affiliated with the university so we can sustainably deliver our support services in the years to come.
We are Upscale Innovation Hub.
And we're looking forward to help you launch your venture. Good afternoon. I'm Luis Sison from the Upscale Innovation Hub. While it's been a challenging year, we are pleased to share some of our highlights from some of our startups. In the current work-from-home environment, ventures working on physical products have additional challenges due to quarantine restrictions and logistics issues. Despite that, one of our startups, Waste for Good, has managed to make steady progress in solving the environmental problem of food waste in the country, while simultaneously supporting the growing home and urban gardening movement. When the pandemic started, they just had some preliminary lab results. But despite working remotely and separately with co-founders from both Luzon and Mindanao, and with focus, hard work, and networking, they were able to complete field trials with early users, leading to an initial order from an institutional buyer. We would also like to commend the teams that have pivoted to support communities and businesses that have been hit hard by the pandemic. We acknowledge the efforts of Drive Manila, Giving Hero, Accessories, and Dwarm. And with the addition of Experto, Kloop, Magway, and Servini are among the teams that have reached significant market milestones and recognition in the last year, leading our growing family of resident startups as we launch our 10th batch at the start of this year. Together, our teams have contributed to our community goals of generating investment, revenue, and employment. We are also pleased to share our latest collaboration with the UP Engineering R&D Foundation, or ERDFI, to provide additional support from our alumni or innovators, including spin-off companies like AdaptSense and Charge, as well as other high-impact university R&D outputs. I'd especially like to commend our team who, despite personal and family challenges, and together with the continued support from DOST, UP, and our TBI network, have managed to help our teams and innovation partners during this pandemic through our online group mentoring sessions, open consults, and one-on-ones. Together, we continue learning, connecting, and upscaling. We are Upscale Innovation Hub. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Luis, for sharing that marvelous presentation. And thank you also and congratulations to Upscale. Chancellor Fidel Nemenzo will be receiving the Certificate of Recognition. May we invite Chancellor Nemenzo to please turn on your camera. Congratulations, sir. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Maraming salamat.
And to join Chancellor Nemenzo on screen, we have Secretary De La Peña, Yusek Rowena Guevara, Ms. Russell Pili, and Dr. Enrico Paringit for our photo opportunity. Kindly turn on your cameras. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to smile our big upscale smiles for the camera, and I will be counting it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Congratulations once again to Upscale. Thank you very much. And Chancellor Nemenzo, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right. Last but definitely not the least, ladies and gentlemen, we've got QBO.
Our TBI is QBO Innovation Hub, and our goal is to empower Filipino startups changing the world. Our goal at QBO is to be ubiquitous, just like the Bahay Kubo that inspired our name. And it's really about bayanihan and getting together all of the stakeholders and involving as many startups as possible. So I would say that the biggest impact we would have is really through the startups and the community that we've supported. To date, we have over 88,000 people participate in all of our various startup-related programs, and we've directly supported over 440 startups. These startups in our community have provided at least 550 jobs, generated over 700 million pesos in revenues, and secured over 500 million pesos in investments. So the great work that our startups and our community are doing is really the biggest impact that I think we've been able to create in building QBO. At the end of the day, it's really bayanihan. If I had to think of 3 words that would describe us, we're collaborative, we're community-driven, and we're empowering. Our focus has always been to create a globally competitive startup ecosystem. This has allowed us to pursue diversity in our programs, in our community, in the initiatives, and work with partners from different sectors. I'd like to think, known for the breadth and depth of the work that we do, cutting across the different aspects of what makes a startup community thrive in this country.
We are QBO Innovation Hub.
Filipino startups changing the world. Hi, I'm Kat Chan from QBO Innovation Hub. Our TBI was established in 2016 as a public-private initiative among DOST and other government and private sector partners. We were created to be a national innovation hub that caters to the entire Philippines across sectors, industries, and stages. Since our innovation hub was established, we've conducted close to 600 programs with over 80,000 participants. We've onboarded over 9,000 members and close to 500 startups. We've deployed around 200 million pesos in direct assistance for our startups. And startups that have been part of our programs have collectively generated over 500 jobs, as well as raised over 1 billion pesos in revenues as well as investments. I'll be talking about 3 main achievements as part of our accomplishment report. The first concerns our startup programs organized. QBO puts together 3 core actions. The first is to grow the startup community through various roadshows, networking events, as well as basics classes. The second is to develop our Filipino startup founders. We do this through consultation sessions, workshops, delegations, incubation programs, and many others. And last but not the least is to collaborate and develop the entire ecosystem. We do this through helping other incubators, working with corporates, collaborating with investors, and doing other reports and services that seek to engage more of the startup community. Of course, COVID-19 and the pandemic situation has caused us to pivot and also bring a lot of our programs online. So while in the beginning of the program, we focused a lot on delivering activities in person in our co-working space and TBI, we have successfully managed to migrate a lot of our program offerings online. And since the onset of the pandemic, have executed on over 150 programs already. We've also continued to conduct ecosystem mappings and roadshows to really cover the entire country. So we visited 29 cities for the Innovation Nation program, and we've published 10 city ecosystem mappings covering different parts of the Philippines. Our TBI was also one of the key organizers of Philippine Startup Week. In 2019, this was organized as an in-person conference with around 6,000 attendees, as well as 60 community events that were conducted all throughout the Philippines. And in 2020, this was migrated to an online format that attracted over 10,000 attendees and still with over 60 events and numerous partners as well. The second group of achievements pertains to how we have supported our startups through our incubation programs. At the onset of the pandemic, we started with the Rescue Startups versus COVID-19 program, which really focused on companies that were directly seeking to address issues around COVID-19, as well as supporting startups that were managing a significant business pivot. In this process, we've selected 10 startups that ranging from agri-food to remote work to telehealth. And with these 10 startups, we provided them resources and support to help them thrive in these difficult circumstances. Our second program pertains to incubation, the takeoff. So as suggested by the name, this program focuses on early stage companies that are looking to develop their products as well as validate the solutions that they've developed. We selected 15 startups for this program, some of them co-incubated with other technology business incubators in the TBI 4.0. Last but not the least, we also conducted incubation leveling up B2B startups, this time focusing on scale-ups that are specifically addressing or providing solutions for other businesses. Our third group of achievements pertains to partnerships, governance, and sustainability. Developing partnerships and bayanihan has always been a key focus for QBO and our model. And we have actually increased our major partners and gained new major partners through the course of the TBI 4.0 program, notably Youth Business International, Investing in Women, as well as Multisys. We continue to add to our roster of professional service partners that can help both us and our startup network gain access to expertise, as well as built up our roster of both local and international partners for market access and other services. We've also increased our numbers of mentors and advisors for our startups and built out our advisory board to help us with governance issues. All of these has resulted also in us helping to attract significant media attention for the work that we're doing and for the startups that we're supporting. And we're very happy to report that our work has been recognized by multiple award-giving bodies as well in the course of the program. So I believe that with this report that we are on track very much so to be TBI 4.0 and to really provide global best practice programs and services for our startup community here in the Philippines. And with that, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Kubo and Kat, for that marvelous presentation as well. And of course, to receive their certificate is the Executive Director of Kubo, Miss Katrina Chan. Hi, Kat.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
I know. Here we go. And of course, Kat, to join you on screen, our Secretary de la Peña, Yusek Guevara, Miss Pile, and Dr. Paringet. We're going to have all of them join you on screen for a quick photo opportunity. I love it. We're just going to wait for Yusek Guevara, but congratulations. Here we go. All right. So we have our photo op team complete. So let us all please smile, big smiles for the camera. And I will count it down once again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Kubo. Thank you so much, Kat. And of course, thank you very much to Secretary de la Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Russell Pili, and Dr. Enrico Paringet for being part of our photo opportunities. And ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, that has been an amazing journey for our 12 TBIs. That was really awesome. Congratulations. And thank you so much for inspiring us with the milestones and achievements you guys have all done in the past 2 years. Seeing your journey has truly been amazing and inspiring. Now, before we proceed with our program, ladies and gents, we're actually going to take a short intermission. For those who are on Zoom, you do not have to leave. You can just keep your devices on as you go on break. You can refill your water or coffee or get more popcorn and snacks as well, right? So again, for those who are on Zoom, you do not have to leave. Just keep your devices on as you go on break. However, for those folks who are joining us via YouTube, for those viewers on YouTube, we will be having a separate link for the awarding ceremony. Kindly proceed to the Facebook page of QBO Philippines to access the link. Once again, please head on over to QBO's Facebook page for the new link for the awarding ceremony. That's it for the first part of our program. Ladies and gents, please be back here in 10 minutes. Once again, please be back here in 10 minutes. See you then.
Welcome to the TBI Philippines Network portal of the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Industry, Energy and Emerging Technology Research and Development. As a public website, we are calling it the TBI Philippines 4.0 portal. DOST-funded developed this portal to enable the startup ecosystem to establish a strong presence online by promoting and documenting the activities of technology business incubators or TBIs and startups. This portal will also serve as the agency's tool in monitoring the progress of the TBI program, which aims to support innovation and technopreneurship and produce financially viable startups solving societal problems in unique ways. We are giving you a quick tour of the TBI Philippines 4.0 portal and its features. On the homepage is a carousel banner showcasing the major features of the portal. Clickable buttons will lead you to other pages within the portal. Under this is the site overview. It indicates what the portal is and what it is for. Next is the data transparency section, where important statistics about the Philippine startup community are shown. These figures reflect collated data on TBIs and startups that TBI managers will provide. Each statistical figure and its corresponding node are highlighted when you hover the cursor over them. Clicking the Know the Startups button will take you to the Startups tab, a database of all startups that the TBIs are helping. Under that are the common services. This includes technical assistance, counseling services, analytical laboratory services, business development marketing assistance, administrative services, and networking services. These services are provided by all DOST-funded supported TBIs, but additional services may be available, depending on the industry or field that the TBI is prioritizing. Also found in this portal are the common facilities found in TBIs: office spaces, internet access, business meeting and conference rooms, and training rooms. From the Community serves as the Talking Heads section, showing remarks and feedback from people in the startup community. On this part are the agencies and organizations supporting the TBI 4.0 program and the portal: DOST-funded, Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Information and Communications Technology, and West Visayas State University in Iloilo City. Under the latest news are articles about the latest happenings and relevant stories from TBIs, startups, and the Philippine startup ecosystem as a whole. Articles appearing here are the ones that DOST-funded deems to be of interest to the entire ecosystem. Other items will appear in the section of the news page and landing pages of the TBIs. Clicking See All, it will redirect you to the news page. We'll get to that later. At the footer of the site are contact information of the portal, shortcuts to other sections of the portal, and icons that will redirect you to our social media channels.
brand has a goal: to be this or that for the consumer, to do this or that for its audience, to fix this, to grow that, to build from scratch. At Team Asia, we take a holistic approach in solving marketing challenges and use a variety of channels to reach consumers in meaningful ways. Experience is the relationship we build between the audience and the brand. The integration of channels is what makes everything cohesive and relevant. This approach we call integrated marketing experience. Team Asia brings out the best in branding and design, events and activation, content marketing, digital marketing, and video production. Our team has the best players in the game, armed with the knowledge to implement a strong game plan that fits your goals. Are you launching a new brand? Are you creating a positive brand impression? If you're looking for ways to grow your brand, the first order of business is to choose a team of experts. We are Team Asia, and this is how we do it.
I would definitely say resilient, innovative, and passionate.
Groundbreaking, introspective, collaborative. We have to reflect on our strengths, our weaknesses as incubators, and we hope to design interventions so we can level up our services. We have to look for partners that can help us improve. We learn from them, and together with the partners, we have to offer new programs or improve programs and provide opportunities for our startups. We also have to make sure that these learnings will also benefit our incubators as well, so that our startups, we can bring them to a wider and a global stage.
So this has become our major strategies for the TBI 4.0 program.
So as we move forward with this partnership, may we all strive to fully realize that we are aiming for what we are aiming for. And I have heard that Para sa Bayan has become the battle cry of the DOST TBI network. So let us all continue working with each other.
The first step that we really took, and perhaps one of the most important parts of the TBI 4.0 program, is the assessment and measurement framework that we developed for this program. We really worked closely with each of the TBIs to understand what was going on, and this enabled us to measure the progress of the TBIs under the program and really develop a custom roadmap or work plan for each of the incubators to see how we could help them meet their individual goals and objectives. I think a big impact of this program is that we now have a way to measure our performance and let this serve as a roadmap for how we want to continue to grow as incubators.
Our TBIs have continued to become relevant and adapted to the new normal. So that's what they did. And I'm even proud to say that they have met their targets and even increased some, for especially some of our performance metrics. For our 12 TBIs under this program for 2020 alone, so they contributed, they have a total of 72 new startups admitted to their programs. They garnered 17 million in terms of investments received from their partners and generated 32 million in terms of revenues of the startups under their wing. So these figures are encouraging for the entire TBI network. With this experience, it actually cemented the desire of each of one of the TBIs to work together and become better as a network. And I hope that the teamwork that we have established and the trust that we have gained for each other as partners, continue on so that we can do even more greater things together in the future. And we are tasked now, like having gone through this program, to really lead the way in terms of how our incubators can continue to develop and grow in the future. So next slide, please. First, I would like to again, just for maybe the final time, go through how all of this journey, like how it all began. Next slide, please. It was really through the foresight of DOST, not just by establishing and helping us put up our incubators, but thinking through how we can all develop and grow and continue to be supported, that the TBI 4.0 program was born. Next slide, please.
throughout this journey, like, our origin story has had, many technical panels, execom meetings. I think we can all relate to this. And I guess in the next couple of slides, like the collective sigh of relief and also elation that we all had. In the next slide, talking about how, hey, our project was approved. So this is, really where it all began for this particular program, the leveling up, co-incubation, internationalization. And, we had no idea then that the COVID-19 pandemic would happen, but we all came together really with this thought, right, that supporting startups is important and this is something that we need to gear up for. Next slide, please. We've had many, meetings with our big bosses, both and collaborations really among the public and private sectors that we've benefited from through all of this time. And in the next slide, like all of this really came together, and I really want to thank you, all of you, in the first Philippine Startup Week and the TBI Summit, where all of us were maybe one of the last times that all of us were all together in one room, right, to kind of sign and make official the TBI 4.0 program. And, that this was, a couple of years ago now, and now we're here. So in the next slides, I'm going to be talking about sort of laying the groundwork for how we've set up this program and how we've progressed through the last couple of years, including our benchmarking, our frameworks, and our work plans. In the next slide, please. Like I miss these days, but I guess I have a few more pictures in the next slide. Really, like the very beginning of the program was a lot of us, really going through benchmarking studies, right? Understanding what are the best practices, not just in the Philippines, but really in the world, and creating those linkages so that we can, have an exchange of startups, develop co-incubation, market access programs. So in the next slide, like, please, our team, a lot of our startups, and even some of you, like, have visited places like Malaysia, Hong Kong, Silicon Valley, Singapore. And this was really a fantastic, time. Looking back, I wish you could do this again. But, really like looking at what are the, the different practices around the world, and seeing how we can apply this in terms of developing our own roadmap for our development as incubators. So in the next slide, in the same way that we went abroad, we also went around the Philippines visiting all of you. So these were our initial visits. We never expected that maybe these would be the last, but I guess in the next slide, we do have photos of visiting all 12 of the TBIs all throughout the Philippines. I am so grateful to all of you for showing us your TBIs, for opening up your homes to us, for feeding us lots of good food, and introducing us to your communities. So this is really the first step, right, in the TBI program proper, and all of us getting to know each other and also understanding what's involved in the challenges in each of your geographies and communities. Yeah, then I guess the next step was really like building the framework. So a lot of us, had a general sense of the vision. I think that's always been something that's been fairly consistent among all TBI managers. But one challenge that the DOST set out for us to do is to kind of put a system behind how we would be measuring ourselves and tracking our progress and metrics. So we went through at least 10 prototypes, and ta-da, next slide, and came up with a final framework that measured us. And, we'll be seeing this in the award ceremony tonight across, 5 pillars, right? Infrastructure, programs, both community and startup programs, governance and operations, as well as growth and sustainability. We also undertook a lot of ecosystem mapping exercises to really help both us and our startups and our communities understand what resources are available in each of the TBI's communities that we are working in. So in the next slide, now we really get to leveling up. So, this is, we started this out with a number of TBI conferences and summits. We went through earthquakes together, blackouts together, and, ate lots of good food together and really bonded as TBI managers. I think we built a community and we learned from each other. And I guess I have a few more photos again going down through memory lane, and then I'm getting a bit sad just looking at these. Lots of TBI summits, right? So we participated in a lot of these programs, and again, visiting a number of geographies back when we could, to really, highlight all of the things that we've been doing as incubators and to learn from each other. Aside from the more kind of, I guess, formal conferences, in the next slide, like I just also wanted to take a quick look back at us as incubator managers. So I have a few more photos here, like I guess in the next slide. These are our OG meetups, and as well as our team building. I hope everyone had fun there. Again, like the strength of our incubators isn't just in our infrastructure, isn't just in the programs that we do, but also us as a community, as enablers, and as TBI managers. It's been such a privilege and an honor for me, and also speaking on behalf of the rest of the team, to have gotten to bond with you and get to know you and know that there's such a great community that shares our passion for building the startup ecosystem here in the Philippines. I have a few more slides to go. So obviously, like that's just probably the end of our last physical interactions, unfortunately. But we have managed to stay resilient. We have adapted. We have continued to serve and fulfill our purpose, even in these most super challenging times. And a lot of this has been done through our newly acquired expertise in Zoom. I don't know if you guys remember this, but we even had a session on like how to conduct programs online. But we've managed to do like hundreds of these just in the past year. In the next slide, please. Our entire playbook, right? We've tried to adapt to the new normal. We've, done our best. And I know like we've largely succeeded in adapting our playbook to the new normal. These have included organizing virtual conferences where we had like over 60 international speakers, participate, right? Like we've organized a number of virtual conferences, webinars, deployed like an online version of the playbook. We've like organized countless mentoring sessions virtually and other sorts of workshops, team building, wellness sessions, all virtually. And I really just want to take a second, right, to acknowledge how like all the work that's been involved to just make sure that our programs continue and that we are still relevant even in this era, especially now that our startups need us the most. And I guess coming back now to like I guess the final parts, right? So we have been monitoring you throughout the entire program. I know we've been bugging you through our monthly kumustahan sessions, as well as the midpoint assessment, where a number of you actually won some incentives. And now like we're coming to the conclusion of this program. Our awards are based on the framework and the scoring that we've been doing. So it wasn't just for nothing. And our awards are also really deeply rooted in these scores. So we really are grateful for your cooperation. Again, next slide. Thank you to the university presidents, the TBI managers that have participated in our assessments. Thank you for sharing with us your progress. And not only that, right, like for being open to us about your challenges, about the things we can help you with. This whole thing would not have worked if you weren't willing to communicate with us and kind of open yourselves up. And I think this whole process has helped all of us to improve as incubators, to be able to deliver the services that we aspire to do. So I guess we could skip on to the next couple of slides. Just again, some photos of our assessment meetings. So as Ms. Rush shared earlier, we just since 2020, right? Like just in the pandemic, we have onboarded as a network over 70 new startups. So these startups are creating jobs, they're building solutions, they're going to help us get out of this crisis and bounce back to be even better as a country. And the work that we do is so important. So, out of the hundreds of startups that we've all supported, we know that this number continues to grow. And, we just have to keep going. I know it can get tough, we get tired of like being in these boxes on Zoom, but like I really, really like am grateful and happy and proud of what we're doing, and why we're doing it is because of this. It's because we want to support our Filipino startups to create unicorns, and if not unicorns, lots and lots of Carabaos, right? That will build our nation in the future. So, I mean, again, just to close, we are here. So, next slide, please. We are now at the TBI Awards. Yes, congratulations to everyone that graduated. We are now the culmination of all the 2 years program of the hard work. I am so proud and happy that all of our TBIs, and I guess you can see this in the next couple of slides, you are all now developing your own programs bigger, better, faster than ever before. And the onus really is now on us. We are now the big brothers and sisters. We are leading the path for incubators in the future. DOST continues to support the creation of new TBIs and many more coming up in the private sector, but we are leading the charge. And the awards today are really here to recognize our achievements, to highlight like who's good, and hopefully attract startups to attend and participate in the programs that we work so hard to create. And yeah, like I'm just so proud of you, like everyone, and congratulations again. So last but not the least, I guess you could skip through to the next slides. We are now announcing several awards today. We have 5 operational excellence awards. These are all pertaining to like the 5 pillars in our framework. These pertain to best incubator infrastructure, best incubator community programs, best incubator startup programs, best incubator governance and operations, and best incubator growth and sustainability. We also have major awards, including the Extra Mile Incubator, so the incubator that's done the most in terms of achieving their work plan and targets, the Rising Star Incubator, which achieved the most growth from the start of the program until the end, the People's Choice. So I'm not sure if you know this, but over 20,000 unique votes were cast for the People's Choice, which just goes to show the number of people that you've impacted as a TBI network. And last, but certainly not the least, our grand champion for the TBI 4.0 program and the Philippine Startup Incubator Awards. So again, a final look in my last slide at your logos and the TBIs that participated in this program. Thank you to all of you. It's been such an honor. I am so excited about the TBI Awards. I hope all of you are as well. Congratulations, everybody, and good luck. Thank you very much, and back to you, Bea.
All right. Thank you so much, Kat. I am super excited. As you were sharing your slides, the journey that you've painted, wow, what an amazing experience. And thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm so proud of every single TBI in this room. But yes, Kat, we are there. This is it. And we are going to go straight into the awards so that we can share the love and the sparkles of all of our winners this afternoon. With that, ladies and gents, we are going to start with our Operational Excellence Awards. These 5 awards are given to the TBI who have excelled in their organizational structure, provided facilities, attained their targets, and the like. Each TBI who will win an award will be given a trophy and a cash prize of 50,000 pesos. Here we go. Our first award is the Best Incubator Infrastructure Award. This is given to the best TBI facilities and resources, including their office space and R&D facilities that help startups develop, test, and prototype their products and services. Let's find out our finalists. Our finalists for the Best Incubator Infrastructure are Animo Labs, TTI Bat State U, IDEA, and Upscale Innovation Hub. And the award goes to the Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation, CTI, Batangas State University. Congratulations! I would like to call on their president, Dr. Tirso Ronquillo, to say a few words. Dr. Ronquillo, kindly turn on your camera. Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. So we would like, of course, to thank DOST for this opportunity to make our startup at Batangas State University really develop. So Secboy, thank you very much, and you Secgev. We have also Executive Director Paringgit, and of course Russell. So to all of you, we owe a lot of things in the development of our startup at Batangas State University from DOST. So maraming salamat po. And of course, to all other finalists, congratulations din po sa inyo. You're already winners. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ronquillo. Please stay on screen. We will be calling on Secretary De La Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Pili, Dr. Paringet, and Mr. Mayley to join you for a quick photo op. To our special guests, kindly turn on your camera as you join Dr. Ronquillo on screen. Oh my goodness, congratulations, Bat State U. All right, we're waiting on Dr. Paringit. All right, here we go. Ladies and gents, let us all please give our megawatt smiles, our winning smiles for the camera. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Bat State U CTI. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Dr. Ronquillo.
Thank you. Secboy, regards po.
Congratulations.
All right. This is so exciting, ladies and gents. Our next award is Best Incubator Community Program. And this will be given to the TBI whose initiatives have generated impact and consciousness about startups and innovation, initiated collaboration with multi-stakeholders, and contributed to developing both the local and national ecosystem. Let's find out the finalists for the Best Incubator Community Program. And the finalists are AIM Dado Banatao Incubator, IDEA, and Cebol Labs. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner for Best Incubator Community Program is Cebol Labs from UP Los Baños. Congratulations! Let us all please welcome again on screen project leader Mr. Glenn Baticados.
Wow, this is unexpected. Anyway,
hi Glenn.
The award goes to the effort and the team. Yes, go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Hi Glenn, we cannot
okay, sorry.
Oh, Glenn, congratulations.
Yes. Thank you very much, guys. The award goes to the effort and the hard work of my team. And thank you very much, DOST shared, and to our partners, DTI and Circa. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much, Glenn, and congratulations. Please stay on screen because, of course, we will be calling on our special guests to join you for a photo opportunity. Again, I'd like to call on Secretary De La Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Pili, Dr. Paringet, and Mr. Mayley to join Glenn on screen for a photo opportunity. Glenn, congratulations. Let's smile. Give the camera your big winning smile. And Miss Russell is also sharing her hearts. In 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Congratulations, UPLB Cebol Labs. Glenn, congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Glenn.
Thank you, ma'am. Sec Boy and Sir Butch, thank you very much.
All right. Whew, this is so exciting, guys. We are now on our third award. And our third award is the Best Incubator Startup Program. This award is given to the incubation program and support that helped and supported different startups to achieve their goals and targets and gain significant accomplishment. Let's find out who our finalists for the Best Incubator Startup Program are. The finalists. AIM Dado Banatao Incubator, Tibo Labs UPLB, and Upscale Innovation Hub UP Diliman. Ladies and gentlemen, the award goes to AIM Dado Banatao Incubator. Congratulations! Let me call on screen AIM Dado Banatao Incubator Program Associate Ms. Rose Ann Benedicto to give a short speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're extremely honored to receive this award in behalf of AIMDBI. It's rewarding. It is rewarding to be recognized that the efforts that we do is something impactful and brings innovation to the startup community. Again, thank you for the DOST for the opportunity to join the TBI 4.0 program and to be able to work with other TBIs here today. Again, maraming salamat po and congratulations to all of us.
Congratulations, Rose Ann! Maraming salamat for being here. Kindly stay on screen. Of course, Secretary De La Peña, Yusek Guevara, Russell, Dr. Paringet, and Mr. Maley are joining you for a quick photo op as we receive your award. Congratulations again to the AIM DBI. All right, we are just waiting on Dr. Paringet and Miss Russell Pili. There you go. Rose Ann and the rest of the gang, let us all share our big winning smiles for the camera. In 3, 2, 1, congratulations AIM DBI. Maraming salamat for all that you do. Congratulations. All right, we are now on our fourth award, and next up, we are awarding the Best Incubator Governance and Operations Award. This will be given to the TBI whose organizational structure and operational systems and processes have enabled them to function effectively and efficiently and achieved impactful accomplishment. Let's find out who our finalists are for the Best Incubator Governance and Operations Award. Here we go. We have Animal Labs, AIM DBI, CTI BAT State U, and Upscale Innovation Hub. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The award for Best Incubator Governance and Operations is Upscale Innovation Hub of the University of Philippines, Diliman. We would like to call on screen Upscale's project leader, Dr. Luis Season, to say a few words. Dr. Season. Good afternoon. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks to Sir, DOST, and QBO, and your wonderful and supportive teams. I'd also like to acknowledge the team, not just the current members, but all of our past members as well. Our very supportive senior partners, the host namin, of course, the College of Engineering, Ferdy and PhD, Filipine, Aura, and again, the Chancellor, the past Chancellor, the President, Concepcion, and also President Pascual, who got us the space for our office. Thank you very much again. And thank you also to our startups for believing in us and for choosing us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Season, and congratulations once again. Kindly stay on screen as we bring back on screen our wonderful guest, Secretary de la Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Pili, Dr. Paringit, and Mr. Meili. They will be smiling with you on camera as we celebrate Upscale Innovation Hub's success.
Congratulations, Louis.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Big smiles, everybody. In 3, 2, 1. All right, congratulations once again. Dr. Season, maraming salamat. Thank you so much and congratulations to the rest of Upscale's team and community. All right, ladies and gents, we are down to the last of the Operational Excellence Awards, and it is going to be the Best Incubator Growth and Sustainability Award. Now, this award, ladies and gents, is given to the best TBI strategies and funding initiatives that resulted in gaining independence and sustainability. Let's find out who our finalists are. Here we go. The finalists for the Best Incubator Growth and Sustainability Awards are Animal Labs, Tibol Labs, and Upscale Innovation Hub. All right, let's find out our winner. Our Best Incubator Growth and Sustainability awardee is Animal Labs from De La Salle University. Congratulations, Animal Labs. May we now call on screen the president of DLSU, Brother Ray Suplido, FSC, to say a few words. Brother Ray.
Thank you, Bea. And on behalf of DLSU Animal Labs, I'd like to thank the DOST and the QBO for this particular award. We're only 4 years old, but we managed to break some ground with the help of so many groups. And we pioneered new services and activities as we've gone along. But we would not have attained this competence without the support of DOST and the opportunities made available to us with the help of QBO and their assessment program and the challenges that they presented to us. Of course, this would not have been available without the energy and dedication of Vicky Gonzalez, our executive director, and his TBI team and staff, so that we can arrive at this. And this will be certainly a challenge for us to continue to strive and do better in the years to come. So thank you very much for this award. We are proud of it, and we hope that we will do you proud in the years to come. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brother Ray. Brother Ray, actually, we can't see you. We can't see your lovely face. I think we need to turn on your camera. There you are, brother. So nice to see you. All right. Brother Ray, kindly stay on screen because, of course, we have Secretary de la Peña, Yusek Guevara. We have Dr. Paringit and Ms. Russell. Of course, Mr. Meili is also joining you. We will have a beautiful photo opportunity to celebrate the success of Animal Labs. Again, congratulations, brother. All right, here we go. We're just waiting for our wonderful ladies, Yusek Guevara and Ms. Russell, to join in on the photo. All right, ladies and gents, let us all please give our winning smiles to the camera. I will count it down once again. In 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Animal Labs, Animal Lasal. Thank you so much, Brother Ray, and congratulations to the rest of the team. All right, ladies and gents, wow, that would be our 5 operational awards. Congratulations once again to our winners. We are now going into our next award. Can you guys believe it? It's so exciting. Our next award is the Extra Mile Incubator. And this award is given to the top performing TBI who has met their target increase in score and was able to execute most of the targets and work plan, easiest TBI to work with, and exceeded the expectations of the program. The winner will be receiving a trophy and a cash prize of 80,000 pesos. Let's find out our awardees. The finalists for the Extra Mile Incubator Award are Animo Labs, IDEA, and Upscale Innovation Hub. Let's find out who our Extra Mile Incubator awardee is. Congratulations, Animo Labs from De La Salle University. You are our Extra Mile Incubator. Let's welcome back Brother Ray Caprido, FSC, President of DLSU. Brother Ray, congratulations once again. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. Thank you, Bea. I'd like to thank our guests this afternoon. Certainly, the OST Secretary, Renato de la Peña, Undersecretary Rowena Guevara, Rene Miley, President of QBO Innovation Hub, Russell Healy, Chief of RTTD, and the different finalists and awardees this afternoon. DLSU and Animo Labs are very proud to receive this award, and certainly we will continue to go the extra mile for incubation and for challenging and assisting others to do much in order to push our country towards progress and development. Thank you, and good afternoon to all of us.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Brother Ray. We really are truly going the extra mile. And with that, we'd like to call back on stage our special guests for a take two of our photo opportunity with Brother Ray, Secretary De La Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Russell, Dr. Paringet, and Butch. Kindly go back on screen. Let's turn on our lovely cameras for a quick photo op with Brother Ray. Congratulations once again to Animo Labs. I quickly saw on the chat, back-to-back wins. All right, congratulations. Here we go. We're just waiting for Miss Russell. Here we go, guys. Our take two winning smile for Animo Labs for the Extra Mile Award in 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Congratulations once again to Animo Labs and Brother Ray. Maraming salamat. And we are wishing you all the best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next award is the Rising Star Incubator. And this award will be given to the best TBI who has shown the most progress during the program and was able to get the highest increase in the assessment score from first assessment to final assessment. The winner will be receiving a trophy and a cash prize of 80,000 pesos. Let's find out our awardees for the Rising Star Incubator. Here we go. IDEA, PITB, and Upscale Innovation Hub. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our Rising Star Incubator Award goes to IDEA, MSU Iligan Institute of Technology. Congratulations! Yes, let us all please welcome back on screen the Vice Chancellor for Research and Extension of MSU, IIT, and Project Leader, Dr. Jinky Bornales, for a few words. Dr. Jinky, good afternoon. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for the award. It is such an honor. The award may have the name of IDEA on it, but the truth is the award belongs to all those who have helped IDEA to become what it is now. Thank you so much, DOST Sheared, for giving MSU IIT the opportunity to give birth to IDEA some 5 years ago. Without the DOST funding support and the constant guidance of RITTD team headed by Ms. Russell, IDEA would not have been here today. We could not have seen our stars today. So thank you so much. We would like to share this award to our co-incubators in Mindanao. Let us together, let us continue to work for a more progressive Mindanao. And of course, to our MSU IIT administration, headed by our Chancellor Tanggol, for the tremendous support. So thank you so much.
All right, Dr. Jinky, congratulations and thank you so much for being with us here this afternoon. Please stay on screen because, of course, we're going to have a quick photo opportunity with Secretary de la Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Russell, Dr. Paring, Butch. They're all coming together to join you on screen for a quick photo opportunity. Wow, Dr. Jinky, congratulations to you and IDEA. Fabulous. Here we go, guys. Winning smiles for IDEA and Dr. Jinky and her team. In 3, 2, 1. Let's hold it. Smile big. And congratulations to IDEA. Dr. Jinky, maraming salamat. Whew, what an exciting afternoon. Knowing everything that you guys have gone through, your journey, the remarkable growth. Ladies and gents, I am so proud to be part of this amazing program. Maraming salamat. Our next award is the People's Choice for Best Incubator Team, and this will be awarded to the outstanding TBI team that created the most impactful programs and supported their local community that resulted in numerous creation of startups, startup awareness and development in society, and brought multiple supports for their local ecosystem through public voting. Kat actually already mentioned this earlier, but I will share this again. We got approximately 20,000 votes. Again, 20,000 votes came in for the People's Choice Award. The winner will get a trophy and a cash prize of 80,000 pesos. It was a very tight race, folks. The difference was just a couple of hundred votes. Here we are. The winner for the People's Choice for Best Incubator Team is IDEA, Center for Innovation and Technopreneurship of MSU Iligan Institute of Technology. Congratulations! Dr. Jinky Bornales, we are calling you back on screen. Ma'am, congratulations to you and IDEA.
Yeah. Anyway. This TBI Team Award really means a lot to us. This award will always remind us the importance of team working and collaboration. We can always brave the unknown if we work together. To the awesome IDEA team, Kat, Siege, Renz, Stefan, Marlo, Hilda, and Dave, of course, our previous TBI manager, May, and all those who work hard for this, thank you so much. And to MSU IIT administration, to MSU system, to the Iligan community, to our partners and collaborators here and abroad, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Dr. Jinky, you are an inspiration. Congratulations to you and the rest of the team. Congratulations to IDEA. Of course, we're going to have a take two of our celebratory photo opportunity, right? And of course, I'd like to call back on screen our special guests, Secretary de la Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Pile, Dr. Paringet, and of course, Butch, to join Jinky for an amazing photo opportunity celebrating the success of IDEA Ulit, maraming salamat to IDEA and congratulations our People's Choice Awardee. Here we go. Our winning smiles, our People's Choice Award smile. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to IDEA, Dr. Jinky, and to your team.
Thank
Congratulations.
you, Yusek Gab, Miss Ross, Director Paringet, and to Butch. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Congratulations once again to our amazing winners. We are definitely keeping the best for last, folks. And we are here already to award the Grand Champion. This will be awarded to the top performing TBI that achieved the highest overall score from the final assessment among the 11 TBIs. The winner will be receiving a trophy and a cash prize of 100,000 pesos. Once again, 100,000 pesos cash prize and a trophy for our Grand Champion. How about let's find out who our finalists for the Grand Champion are. Here we go. Our finalists for the Grand Champion. AIM DBI, Tibol Labs, and Upscale Innovation Hub. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be announcing the Grand Champion is Upscale Innovation Hub of UP Diliman. Congratulations! And we would like to welcome back on screen Dr. Luis Season for a few words. Dr. Season, congratulations, sir! How do you feel?
Thank you very much. And I think a well-deserved round for all of the TBIs. Congratulations to everyone. We put in all of the hard work. I think this is an accomplishment for everyone in the ecosystem, especially to be shared the OST and the QBO. Talagang pinractice niyo yung MVP iteration. I like the iteration of the prototypes mentioned by Kat earlier, and I think that was really very helpful in guiding Upscale and all of the TBI teams, and I'm looking forward to the next generation of TBIs who benefited from all of our experiences. Thank you very much again.
Congratulations once again, Dr. Season, our Grand Champion Upscale Innovation Hub. Sir, please stay on screen. Of course, we're bringing back Secretary De La Peña, Yusek Guevara, Ms. Russell Pile, Dr. Paringet, and Mr. Butch Mady to join you for a quick photo opportunity celebrating, of course, Upscale Innovation Hub winning Grand Champion.
Thanks, Kev. Thanks, Sir Butch. Russell.
Here we go.
Tech boy.
Dr. Season's smile is so big. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let us all give our Grand Champion smiles for the camera. Congratulations once again to Upscale Innovation Hub. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we
Congratulations,
go.
Louis.
Thanks, Gav.
Congratulations, everybody. And of course, congratulations to all of our winners. Congratulations to all of our TBIs. You are amazing. You guys are inspirational. And we are rooting for all of you guys as you push forward progress for the country and our Philippine startup ecosystem. At this point, we have none other than DOST's Undersecretary, Ms. Rowena Guevara, to give us an inspiring message. Yusek Guevara, I'm turning it over to you.
Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, Shared Executive Director Dr. Enrico Parinit, Presidents and Chancellors of Universities present with us today, QBO Executives led by Ms. Kat, and of course, Butch Mady, and of course, most importantly, our TBI managers. Friends in media, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, magandang agham po sa inyong lahat. The Department of Science and Technology would like to thank all of you for being with us today, albeit virtually, to share these awarding ceremonies with the leading DOST-assisted technology business incubators. Our most heartfelt thanks to the DOST PShared for its commitment in building a thriving startup ecosystem, and to QBO for co-organizing today's event. DOST recognizes that technology business incubators are essential to economic progress. It accelerates the successful development of startups that drive job growth, economic dynamism, and improve quality of life. Even during a pandemic, startups bring several solutions to the table and use this opportunity for more innovations. In fact, startups in the Philippines have reacted quickly and flexibly to the pandemic. For instance, the University of the Philippines Sustaining Collaboration in an Advanced Learning Environment, or Upscale Innovation Hub in UP Diliman, developed access wheels, deworm, and drive technologies in response to the current health crisis. We also have the DOST Startup Grant awardees, Futuristic Aviation and Maritime Enterprise Incorporated, or FAME, that designed and fabricated a sample collection booth to aid mass testing initiatives in the Philippines. Humanga po kami sa FAME kasi pinamigay po nila yung design ng SCBs. Kaya mas marami pa po ang nabigyan. Over the years, the DOST TBI program has incubated and supported 682 startups, 163 full-blown companies, created more than 2,400 jobs, and raised over 530 million in revenues and generated 535 million worth of private investment. We are on the road to 1,000 startups, and we are excited to see this come into fruition in the not-so-distant future. We will continue to make change happen by supporting these young entrepreneurs, training potential individuals with the right skills and attitude, expanding our network to create a supportive atmosphere for innovation and entrepreneurship, and setting up facilities that will stimulate innovative thinking and enhance productivity. Partner with us, let us bring more game-changing innovations to the Filipino people. Thank you, and again, congratulations to Upscale, UP Diliman, Batangas State University Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation, Cibol Labs of UP Las Bañas, AIM Dado Banado Incubator, and Animo Labs of DLSU, IDEA, MSU IIT, and all the technology business incubators of DOST. You are the true heroes of our future. Maraming salamat at magandang agham po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Yusek Guevara, for such inspiring words. You are the true heroes of our future. Thank you so much. That wraps up, ladies and gentlemen, the first Philippine Startup Incubator Awards. Congratulations again to all of our winners, and thank you so much to everyone for being with us to celebrate this wonderful milestone together in this virtual awards program. Congratulations to the Department of Science and Technology. Congratulations to QBO for bringing us all here together today. Maraming salamat, and a special thank you as well to our event partner, Team Asia. My name is Bea Lim. I am so honored to have been part of this program. I am rooting for all of you. Congratulations once again. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to stay safe and stay healthy. Maraming salamat and good afternoon.
Congratulations, Russell and Eric.
Thank you, Sekya. Congratulations, everyone. Congrats, TPIs.
Eric,
Thank you, Russell.
Let's have a media release for this, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Gusto may Starbucks ko na yan.
Bye, Sekboy.
Bye.
Thank you, Sekboy.
Thank you, Sekboy.
Thank you.
Thank you for staying, everybody.
Thank you, Butch. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Sir Eric.
Love you.